Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing. We back. Let the whole world know BBO Boxing is back. Shout out to the mighty JBT. We doing some big things. Congratulations to my brother Seawood. I'm winning $725. Congrats, man. Hope the money finds you in good health, man. But tonight we're gonna have some real boxing talk, something we haven't done. We're gonna have a straight conversation. I really wanna kind of go through boxing, while we got the time. Let's go through it. We already seen Tyson Fury lose another close fight. Um so now we're getting ready to see now we're gonna see what's going on, what's gonna be next for him. So I definitely want to have this conversation. I got a couple people coming through as well. I'm hoping to have my man, the great Reggie Sweet Johnson come through so he can speak about boxing as well. But what's going on, my man Puerto Rican Free in the house, and my man Crush Juicy J in the house. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's poppin'? What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? I'm good, man. Not too long ago, um, finished up my last bit of holiday shopping, so I'm
Okay.
good. I'm done with that. So no man would be happy. That's always the aim. 365 a year. So I'm good. Watch the fight. Good fight. Let's talk about it.
Oh, I think this fight definitely solidifies Usyk as a great. I can't say I'll put him in an all-time status because I don't feel like he really beat anybody great. But we gotta say that he is the heavyweight of this time. But I think a lot of guys like David Tua, Evander, even Mike Tyson would have dominated most of these fighters. So he's the king of the weak division. It's like being a man with one eye in the land of the blind. So he becomes king just because he's the only one with one eye. So what you think about that fight, Free and Crush? What y'all think?
It was pretty much what I thought it was gonna be. I said Tyson Fury he can't box with Usyk. Usyk's a better boxer. I knew that he wasn't gonna be able to lay on Usyk. Usyk was gonna move around and not let him lay on him. I already knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, Usyk is you gotta say that he's the best heavyweight of this era. He's undefeated. Became undisputed at cruiserweight, and then move up, became undisputed at heavyweight, and he's still undefeated. He beat everybody that there was to beat to become undisputed. So you gotta say he's the best heavyweight of this era as of right now.
I gotta agree with you totally, DC. Shout out to Usyk for that. Great job. Um, we've seen the best days of Tyson Fury, but he still looks good. He don't look as worn and damaged as he may be. That just comes to show how tough his Teflon is. I gotta give it to him. But hey, Usyk beat him twice. I think Tyson Fury he can go and retire. I don't need to see anything else about Tyson. That's why I think he needs to go. But if he decides to stay into the sport, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Tyson Fury might as well. I mean, unless he's gonna fight AJ, he might as well go ahead and hang it up. He can't beat Usyk. Um, I think what I want to see next is Usyk and Dubois rematch each other.
Yeah.
If Dubois can get past his next opponent, I want to see them rematch each other, and we can have a first time undisputed champion for Daniel Dubois or a 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion for Usyk.
Either
Yeah.
way it goes, I'll say this: I'm definitely proud of Tyson Fury. One thing about this young man that held every belt you can hold in the heavyweight division. I want to give him his love for that. And I just think Tyson Fury, when I think back to what Emmanuel Stewart said back in 2010 about him and Deontay Wilder, I want to say that the old man was right. Tyson Fury did become the better fighter. Um, Deontay Wilder, my favorite fighter, as people know, he became champion as well. So, big shouts out to Emmanuel Stewart for seeing this early because Emmanuel Stewart definitely called it in 2010 when they both were getting ready for the Olympic trials that these two young men are going to be the guys that's going to lead the heavyweight division. And you know what? They did just that. Usyk, as I call him, the White Evander Holyfield, he did his thing. He went in there, great movement, won the fight pretty easily. I had it 8-4. I think the judges, had it similar to that as well. So I just think, Tyson Fury did great in the beginning of the fight. But people don't realize them fights with Deontay Wilder has took a lot out of him. His punch
Yeah.
resistance isn't the same. We seen Francis Ngannou knock him down like he did. He just ain't the same Tyson Fury. And I'll be honest, that egg got scrambled. Fighting Deontay Wilder, people say Deontay Wilder lost a pound of flesh. So did Tyson Fury, man. So even when you win, you lose as well. So you definitely can see that trilogy, man, was really, really a hard trilogy, man. And it's sad those fights were never found disputed, man. That's the sad part about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic. Go ahead.
Well,
I would say, Schultz, he has something to prove because once you do, hit the top of the hill, that's when you start doing what Lennox did, where you fight the David Tuas of the world, or you do what Muhammad did, and you fight another Olympic class, fight Leon Spinks. It's always more. Richard Torres would be a good fight.
No, it
Martin
won't.
Bacoli would be a good fight.
Mark Bacoli, yeah, not Richard Torres.
Well,
Richard
I'm rooting for
Torres,
the
he's
American. I don't know
nasty,
about
bro.
you. I'm rooting for the American, man. Salute to my man,
I mean, you can
D1.
root for the American all you want, but it won't be a good fight. You can root for him all you want. It's not going to be a good fight. But I'm right there with Shelton. I don't think. I mean, it's nothing for Usyk to prove. Like I said, I think he probably will hang it up because once you did as much as you can do in the sport, you have to find something else to make you continue. Right now, there's nothing to make him continue. What are they going to say? Go fight somebody that you already beat? I mean, and everybody else that he will fight. I mean, I don't see nobody else outside of Mark Bacoli that probably gives him a run for his money. I think Daniel Dubois is probably the only other thing besides Mark Bacoli. I just want to see a rematch because I think that shot that Daniel Dubois hit him with was not a low blow. I think Daniel Dubois got robbed. Now Usyk got up before the 10 count or whatever the heck it was. He wanted to continue. The referee made him take the 5 minutes. So I'm not saying that Daniel Dubois would have won just off that shot, but it wasn't a low blow. And he gave Usyk 5 minutes to sit back and get his energy back together for no reason. So I want to see that rematch because I want to see how it plays out the next go around. Will Usyk stay away from the body shot? Because Tyson Fury hit him with a couple of good body shots, and they didn't have no effect on Usyk. They didn't have no effect on him.
I mean, I think you've been a little disingenuous, D3, but that's what we expect from you.
Disingenuous by what?
The fact that you don't think that's what all the greats do. When they conquer the guys around them, they start to beat up the up and comers. That's what you do. You fight the George Foremans.
I didn't say
you fight the Ernie Savers. You fight those guys, and I think it's a lot of meat on the bone for him. He's still a young guy.
I didn't say I want him to leave. I said I think that he will because he doesn't have anything else that's going to push him to fight. I mean, he did everything. He became undisputed at cruiserweight. He became undisputed at heavyweight. He fought everybody there was to fight at heavyweight. that was in front of him. And so there's nothing else to push him. There's nobody in front of him to push him. So I think usually when you don't have anybody in front of you to push you, you usually either you stay in there too long and end up getting beat because you don't have the same hunger for the fight, or
Right.
you go ahead and retire. That's usually what happens.
I think no matter how it plays out, I think Usyk is really, like I call it, the Whitey Vander Holyfield. He's had a really good career. I'll just say this: when it comes to Usyk, I want to see him fight Martin Bakoli. I want to see him fight Richard Torres. I want to see him fight what's that dude from London? I cannot think of the dude's name from London. It's the dude from London. I would love to see him fight the Juggernaut. I always mess his name up. He ended up losing to what's his name?
You're talking about daggone Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce. I would love to see him versus Joe Joyce.
For what?
I would just love to see him clean the heavyweight division out thoroughly. Because you know when you do that, that's that Muhammad Ali stuff where you beat everybody where there's nobody left.
Look, if he want to fight him, he can go ahead and fight him. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not looking for him to fight anybody else except for Daniel Dubois. But if he wants to continue on fighting guys, he can. I don't know if he still has the hunger. I don't know if he still got it.
Salute to my man Zach B in the house. Welcome to BBO Boxing, man. I don't know if I've seen you before, but we just get in here and talk some boxing, man. It's me, a Puerto Rican, and a Jamaican brother, and we got a guy named Prize who has a curly who's an S girl. So we just get in here and talk have some fun talking boxing. But
it's not like boxing is not like football, baseball, or basketball. You don't get a chance every year to become champion again. Once you're the champion until somebody beats you. So you like, okay, I'm the champion. There's nobody in front of me now. I got to get myself up to beat everybody else that I've already beat, or guys who's not on my level that's coming up to try to take the title. So it's not the same. Like NBA, football, and baseball is different. You got to become champion every year. You might be the reigning champion from the year prior, but there's no champion until at the NBA at the end of the season when somebody is crowned. There's no champion. There's just a reigning champion who was the champion last year, but they don't have the belt for this year.
I mean, I just think I don't know, Free. I just think it's so important, man, to when you win the belt, clean that division out thoroughly, man. Just like Muhammad did. Jamel Charlo did that. I mean, it's clean that whole division up.
He cleaned it out thoroughly. He cleaned it out thoroughly. He did. He did. You want him to fight guys who's nowhere near that level. Like the only one that you said that I wouldn't mind seeing is Mark Bakoli. But Richard Torres, man, he's still a prospect. I want to see him fighting him.
No, why are you always going in on Richard Torres, man?
No, because that's who you name.
He's a future, man. I'm talking about Crush. I'm talking about Crush. Every time I bring up Richard Torres, Crush got something bad to say about this guy. I ain't talking about you, Freak.
I got something honest to say about him. I don't bag fighters. I just be honest. I don't have to do that. I'm not bad for the sport when I talk boxing like a lot of other people are. He ain't that damn good, BBO. Are you serious?
Hold on.
Bro.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you actually what Richard Torres kind of remind me of, and I don't know, maybe Crutcher will agree with what I'm about to say. He kind of remind me of Berlanga. He goes in there and get a lot of early round knockouts, and then
he does.
He's gonna get in there and face somebody that he can't knock out, and we're gonna see how he looks when he can't knock somebody out. Because that's the same thing that Berlanga. Berlanga had that problem when he couldn't knock nobody out. He struggled. He struggled badly. So I just like Richard Torres. He's not ready yet. You want Usyk to wait around like 3 or 4 years before Richard Torres is ready to fight him. He's not ready yet to fight Usyk.
I'm looking at his age. I didn't realize he was 38. So this probably after Triple D.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing for him to do. He's up there.
I thought he was Theory's age. Well, Vladimir reigned till he's about 40-something years old. So I'll give you that. You're absolutely right. Everybody's not gonna reign that long. You got a good point on that.
Yeah,
But
that man did everything there is to do it. He's up there in age. I think he's probably going to retire unless he fights somebody like a Mark McCauley or rematch Daniel Dubois. Everybody else, there's no need to fight them. There's no need to fight everybody unless one of them become a mandatory. There's no need to fight them.
what did you guys think about Triple D jumping in the ring after the fight?
For what?
No
To get
problem
knocked
with it.
out. For what? They get knocked out? He can't beat no daggone Usyk.
You know that Brand Nubian song, Punk jump up to get beat down. Brand Nubian. So there you go.
Nigga, he couldn't beat Canelo. He definitely ain't gonna be able to beat Usyk. Canelo stood right in front of him. He definitely ain't gonna be able to beat Usyk.
Before we continue, let me definitely shout out our sponsor. Shout out to Raycon. Go to rayconglobal.com. Go to rayconglobal.com. I got a discount code coming next week. I'm gonna have a discount code on Wednesday. I think it's going to be BVO45. But shout out to our sponsor, Raycon, for your earphones, leisure, and don't forget about their Scooty Box. They got electric scooters, electric bikes, so it's a beautiful company, and I appreciate them giving us an opportunity. So make sure you go to rayconglobal.com, and that's rayconglobal.com, and shout out to our sponsor. But the thing I will say though, Free, I think you got a good point. I'm looking at his age; he's old, so he probably won't do all that. But it would be nice. But I will say this. So if Usyk, vacates the belts, and as they do on Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Balls go everywhere, who do you guys think will be the next guy in heavyweight division to take over?
It's hard to say.
It's up in the air right now. To be honest with you, it's up in the air right now until actually both of these future Hall of Famers retire. Usyk and Fury. Once they retire, we can get some things moving around. You know what I mean? But there's no hint. I don't see anything right now until hopefully they get things moving.
I hope it could be Richard Torres, but I don't think it will be. But that's my hope. Because I'm rooting for the American. I know a lot of people don't root for the American.
Right? It ain't gonna be no Richard Torres. I can tell you that, man.
No, actually, who I think is a bright young future, and I want to see him fight your boy Richard Torres is Felix Ali.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good fight.
I want to.
That'd be a good fight.
I want that dude. That dude look like he gonna be a problem at heavyweight. He just gotta polish up a couple of things, but he look like he gonna be a problem at heavyweight.
Yeah, his feet are really good. But I will say this: one person you probably got to watch out for is Herkovich. I think Herkovich will come back. But go ahead. I said Herkovich. I think Herkovich got a chance to come back. He's still fairly young. But you know what I do? I do want to take some time, and I want to give my most improved award to two fighters. I want to give David Benavidez my most improved. And I had one more guy. What was my other guy I wanted to bring? It was one more guy. I cannot think of his name. See, I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry, but I definitely want to give my man David Benavidez a lot of credit. I've seen so much improvement defensively when he fought Bubu Andrade. It was very fluid from offense to defense, but I definitely got to say he's most improved. So who would be your most improved fighter so far? Who would you guys say is your most improved fighter?
Most improved?
Yes. They don't have to be undefeated either.
Most improved. I gotta think of some guys that I seen fight this year. Because there's a lot of guys that I said I want to see them clean up some stuff. Actually, you know what? I give my most improved to the newly crowned champion. I give my most improved to Africa. I give him most improved.
Okay. Why so? What did he improve that you said he improved on?
I think he improved his punch output and his aggressiveness. he stepped on the gas in that fight that he had with God daggone the dude over in Puerto Rico. I forgot his name.
Well,
But
Paro.
yeah, Powell. He
Yeah.
stepped on the gas because normally he would just sit back and be defensive and let the fight come to him and just counter punch the entire fight. But that fight with Powell, he actually stepped on the gas and let his hands go. So I give most improved to him.
The other guy I was thinking about was Daniel Dubois, Triple D. I seen him make some great strides defensively as well. It's funny how when guys get their defense together, they become such a better fighter. Daniel Dubois and David both have improved their ring generalship, knowing where they are in the ring, staying off the ropes, and they worked on something people don't really pay attention to is punch placement. I've seen Daniel do a great job of not just head hunting. He's been doing a great job of going to the body. I think his last two fights, his body input has went up by 40%. So it's good to see him going more to the body because when you head hunt, people don't know that's how you get beat to death. You're not gonna knock everybody out by punching them in the head. If you beat that body up, the head will fall. So shout out to Daniel Dubois. And for me, definitely David Benavidez. They both have improved defensively. And it's been so much so that it's noticeable. But who you got? Who's your most improved, Crush?
None of them. No, but,
Crush the crazy.
I gotta play around a little bit sometimes, man. But honestly, it's a couple. David Benavidez is one.
Yeah.
One that y'all may not agree with, or y'all probably didn't think about. But for me, I would have to say El Rayo.
Yeah. I can
El
see that.
Rayo has looked good since he bounced back after his loss. Because he's just on the thin line of becoming a young gatekeeper. And he got over that, and he fixed his mistakes. So I would say El Rayo is one. It's another guy. Daniel Dubois, because I've seen him get better defensively. Wow. And that's all I got for right now. If there's anybody else, they're come about while we live. So
yeah, I think Arroyo definitely improved his.
That's
footwork.
A great choice. Yeah,
he improved his footwork and he improved his defense. I definitely agree with Arroyo.
Because he looks like a different fighter than the one that lost to De La Santo. He looks like a different fighter. And another fighter I want to give credit to. I know people I'm hard on this guy, but you know what? I do want to give Tank Davis credit for how he looked against Frank Martin. To go in there and be on the front foot like he was, and to use feints and footwork to set up that knockout, because that wasn't just your typical Tank. I'm gonna go in there and beat a guy to death. That was a straight up. This dude was counting off the front foot. If you counting off the front foot, man, that takes some real skill. Shout out to the Black Mamba, and I could just say for what I've seen with Tank Davis, that was for him. He was super sharp when he got in there with Frank Martin. I was hoping for Frank Martin to stop him, but it didn't happen. But I do want to give Tank don't get enough credit for his boxing mind and his boxing IQ, being able to use like your a left feint jab. He got one of the best feint jabs in boxing. So him with the feint jab, the hook jab, the hook feint. His feints are on another level. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are into that with pure boxing, but I gotta say that performance with Frank Martin showed me that there might be another level to Tank Davis that we haven't seen. What do you guys think on that?
I already knew that. I already knew Tank had a level that we didn't see. That was I want somebody to bring it out of him because I haven't seen it yet. So Tank Davis. We hear from people that sparred Tank Davis before. They said, "No, y'all haven't seen the best of Tank Davis. Tank Davis got another level that y'all haven't seen." So I know he got another level. It's just he hasn't faced anybody to make him have to go to the next level.
Yeah, I'm just saying free. I've only seen people like, Sugar Ray Leonard, I've only seen a select few guys, man, be able to counter off the front foot. That's some real skill right there. So I was definitely impressed. Salute to my brother Mike Gardner pulling up. Salute to my brother Teach pulling up. I just think that I just didn't even realize that he was that skilled enough to do something like that. So for me, that fight was just to me that was a master class. That was one of those fights where you say, you know what, I might hate who this dude fight, but this little mofo can fight. This little mofo can fight. That's one thing I can say after seeing that fight. I definitely could say that little mofo can fight. What you got on this, Crush?
Hey, you already know with me, man. I already know this, man. Know what I mean, um, he's definitely special. And I just can't wait for him to get in there and get in there with somebody that's going to bring the other level out. I can't wait to see it. So I'm waiting on it patiently, and it will come. It'll come. Yeah, but he's definitely special. Um, Another guy that impressed me somewhat, and he seems to be getting better and better every time. And he's on a lot of people's pound for pound list. Shout out to my man Ben Rodriguez, man. I can't
Oh,
forget
for sure.
fucking Ben.
Shot the Bam.
Yeah, Bam is another one that been um improving and grooving like the three times dope song. He has improved. Um, every time he get into the ring, man, he doing his thing. So shout out to him. And I even seen I'm gonna keep it real. I don't do the bullshit. I even seen some improvement. Not as much as the other guys, but I even seen some improvement in little Keyshawn Davis too. Also,
Oh, for
so
sure.
it's a nice amount of fighters out there that have shown us and displayed some improvement, and I think they all should be recognized, no matter if you like them or not. You know, we good for the sport. We don't tear fighters down.
Yeah.
We good for the sport, okay? And that's what we're going to keep on doing. Yeah, what's up, Prize? What's going on, man?
I definitely get what you're saying, Teach. Because they haven't fought the top of the division. But to be totally honest, other than probably Devin and Tio, none of those guys fought the Lomachenkos or the Linareses like that. No, I mean the Richard Coleman's and Tio's part. But I just think we just got to be honest here, man. If you look at the skill, the thing that's so crazy about Tank is this. I believe he should be at 147. And people say, why do you say that? Because when he's at a disadvantage, you get to see something that you like. We haven't seen that movement from Tank that we seen in the Mario Barrios fight. I'm not talking about when he broke his hand. I'm talking about just the educated movement, the way he was able to spin Mario's Barrios around, had him dizzy, hitting with those body shots off different angles. Because let's be honest, Tank stopped Mario Barrios. Keith Thurman, in my opinion, barely beat him. So that's the thing I'm saying. When it's really levels to this game. And when you see a guy, and that's what I always say when I look at Tank Davis, he's like an Aaron Pryor type of dude where the nigga's so good, you just want to put him in there with the biggest mofo you can find and see what he can do. You remember when everybody wanted to see Aaron Pryor fought Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Leonard ducked him? Um, and to be honest, Aaron Pryor probably would have been a little bit too small for Sugar Ray Leonard, but he was just so good. You say, you know what? Let's see this dude. Let's put him in there with this guy and see what happens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Prize and free. I mean, not prize. Crush and free. That's the kind of stuff that get me. Like I
That's
love when
Prize
guys
down
go in
there.
there with a major disadvantage and they pull something out the hat that you didn't even know they had in that hat. You know what I mean?
That's one fight. That's one fantasy fight. I wish that would have came into fruition. Is Aaron Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, a lot of people don't know Aaron Pryor. He dismantled my man Hitman Hearns in the amateurs. So that's another guy that the Four Kings never got in the ring with, and he would have gave all them dudes hell, man. Not saying who he would beat, who he would have lost to, but trust me, he would have beat some of those guys, and probably most of them. Him and Duran would have been a perfect fight. Oh my God, two fucking guys that just come forward. Oh man, that would have been bananas, man. But wishful thinking. That's why we got game council and stuff, and we can do that with technology. That's one thing I like about it. But yeah, this one older guy in my neighborhood. He's one of the very few older guys that still watch boxing and haven't stopped watching it. He's like 73, and he said that to me about a year ago. He said, "Man, you know what?" He said, "I never told you Tank Davis remind me of." And I said, "Who?" He said, "Aaron Pryor."
Yeah.
And I said, he said, "You might not see it, but you'll see it." And I'm like, "Yeah, man." Yeah,
It's not hard to see though, Crush. It's not hard to see Crush because he's so little and he's so good. It's like you want to see him in there with somebody huge because you know then it'll be a tough fight. And that's what kind of happening to him. Where when he was in there with Mario Barros, a 6 foot dude, he's 5'3" or 5'4". It looked so amazing because it's like, yo, this little dude really just turned up. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah.
I just for me, when you got that, when a guy's that good and little, them itty bitty dudes, you always want to put him in there with somebody bigger. Always. Always. I don't care who it is. Uh I can't think, I don't know why I keep having all these brain farts today, but it's a guy. He was 5'7". He was a heavyweight, knocking everybody out. Even Jack Dempsey was scared of him. Um, it's just something about them little dudes that just pause, that just gets you to the place where you be like, I want to see him fight the big guy. Like I would love to see Tank fight Boots. I would love to see Tank fight a guy like Stanionis. Like, can you imagine a technical guy like Stanionis and Tank at 47? Oh, that would be for us boxing nerds, man. That'll just send me over the moon, man. Because I'll be honest with you, there's nobody at lightweight that can beat Tank Davis. There's nobody. Shakur is getting
I don't think
stopped. Keyshawn might clip him, but I wouldn't count on it. I just wouldn't count on it. So I don't think there's nobody at 35 for him to fight, in my humble opinion. What you
I,
guys think of?
I don't think I think Keyshawn gets a little too much credit. Just a little bit for his punching power. He ain't cracking all like that. He's cracking, but he ain't cracking like that. His cracking ain't like Tank Davis. It ain't on the same level. Don't even try it. And Tank Davis has been in the ring with guys that punch harder than Keyshawn Davis. Let me just remind y'all for the ones who don't fucking know. So he'll
Hmm.
eat that shit like Eminem, and then he'll deliver something. The boy be going home fucking crying with his face all broken up and everything. But I don't even
Oh
want
no,
to
you
talk
ain't give me
about
no. You don't give him no credit for Limos. I mean, Limos was big as hell, Crush, and he knocked that dude out.
who the hell is Lemos. I would have knocked Lemos out at 55 years old, my man. I would have F Lemos up too, probably worse than Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Because by me being older, I ain't got time to be dragging people into the deep waters. No, I'm gonna take you into 6. I drown your ass in 3 feet. That's how vicious it is. I can drown you in any feet. It don't matter. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
drown your ass in a half a feet. It can happen. But the kid is good, but he's not on the elite level yet. He'll get there. He
Right.
may have an elite coach, but that don't
Uh-huh.
make him elite. He's good, but he's not elite yet. And if he was to get in there with any elite guys, I talked about it on my coffee and donuts this morning. I talked about it. If he was to get in there with any of them elite guys, all of them, Ryan, Tio, Dev, all of them, he not beating none of them dudes. I don't got him beating none of those guys. He better go he better go stick with his own goddamn. Stay in your own lane, bruh. It ain't your time. You trying this boost in this shit. These guys ain't got shit to do with you. Mind your business, Keyshawn. I'm just being honest. And everybody, that's why the sport is bad now, because we be feeding this nonsense. No, we can't be doing that because we bad for the sport. That's why the sport growth is being stunted, because we partaking in the bull crap, man. We gotta put these dudes where they need to be, not where we want them to be. It's a big damn difference. That's why you got all these damn fighters coming out their mouths saying all these outlandish things, and they want more than what the freaking they goddamn worth, and don't want to just take their time to climb up the chutes and ladder to motherfucking build it fuck up. But they want to be compared and say that they better than the guys before them. No, those guys didn't fast track shit. All them dudes walk through all that shit. The Floyd, you goddamn Pacquiao, all of them, Oscar, and all of them. Y'all dare y'all say their names. Y'all ain't doing nothing that they doing. Maybe just a handful, and really just a handful. With all these damn fighters, we got hundreds and thousands of fighters. We only got a handful that's moving like the generations before them, because they the ones that actually respect the work that the ones that they look up to was doing. These guys, they had ass look up to it, man, and I'm tired of it. Don't tell me nothing. Show me, player. Show me. I don't want to hear nothing. But I think
I get what you're saying, but I ask you this, Crush. Salute to my man B3 and my man Prize coming through. I ask you this, Crush. I think the one thing I think you missing is with Keyshawn. He got that I don't give a F type of attitude, and I think that's going to take him a long way. What you think?
Hey, BBO, I'm not missing a damn thing. It's a lot of fighters that got that I don't give a fuck attitude. It's I don't give a fuck attitude ain't all like that. It ain't all like that. It ain't sending chills to my body like, oh, as a boxer fan, I don't give a fuck. And Shakur said, fuck the fans. How more I don't give a fuck can you be than that? He said, I don't give a fuck what the fans think. So fuck Keyshawn. I don't give a fuck. BBO shit. I smack them dudes, man. I don't give a fuck. Get out of line. Say something, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You hater. I would smack them. Whatever's gonna happen, gonna happen. They not beating me on the street. I'm telling you. Try it. Line it up. Shit. Y'all whip my ass in that ring on the street. Y'all not fucking with me.
You gotta remember Shakur hit that woman in the back of the head and she went straight down. So
I ain't that woman, and I ain't worrying about Shakur punching power. I will put more depth in his goddamn dimples, Jack. For real. You know, I'm at that age. The last thing that going out old ass is that scrimmage. You know, our bones get stronger. I ain't got no fragile bones. They might be small, but they ain't fragile, motherfucker. I ain't walking around aching and all that shit, all brittle and all that. I still got all my knuckles and bone in place. This little small ass, tight ass fucking thing. That shit would crack your shit in half, Bruce Lee style, baby. It's just how it is. I'm whooping the ass in 90 seconds, because that's just how it is. Y'all get paid to beat ass. Out on the street, you ain't getting paid to beat my ass. I'm gonna just beat your ass because you shouldn't have been fucking with me, and that's just how it is. You get paid to box.
I gotta ask the legend something.
Hold on 1 second.
No did it. I said no did it. I say no did it. No did it.
I had to say, boy, Crush was going crazy. But go ahead, B3.
I gotta ask y'all this. What up, Crush? Hey, you got I want to start with you, Crush. How you where you ranking Usyk of all time heavyweights? Is he top? Is he Mount Rushmore worthy, or what you thinking for him? Because I mean, I know it's the optics around it is not pretty. Like he don't look like a Riddick Bowe or not like not a Riddick Bowe, but like a Larry Holmes or a Lennox Lewis. But he gets the job done.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. He you know what, man? In all honesty,
hey Crush, real quick. Hey Crush, how my audio sound?
You good?
You good? Right. You good? You crystal clear.
Okay, I bet. Go ahead.
Mount Rushmore. It could be that. I wouldn't put him right there, but I think he is an honorable mention
for the heavyweights.
Yeah, but damn, he's a damn great. He gonna retire. He's a great. We was cooking on what Usyk has done, and he don't always nothing else, man. He's amazing. I've been a fan of this guy since he was in the cruiserweight. And he came up to the heavyweight division and did the unthinkable for some people's minds. Because a lot of people didn't think Usyk was going to do the things that he did. And but when boxing, this guy is skilled. And,
well, say Crush. Real quick, how did I didn't get a chance to see the fight? I'm traveling. How did the fight go? Did he beat him up? What was the scorecards like? What was the final like? 8-4. I don't know nothing about the fight.
Didn't beat him up. Yeah, 8-4. Didn't beat him up at all. Just really outworked him.
Yeah.
And I think his gas tank was a little better than Fury's. It was a lot of people were probably going to say it was a boring fight.
Word.
It was a good
Uh,
fight. It,
it was all right. It
it
was all
was a
right. It
good
wasn't
fight. It,
boring, but it wasn't
yeah,
super exciting.
Right? Yeah.
yeah,
It
it was
was.
more
Yeah.
tactical this time around. It's more tactical, and you could tell. Even though the things that was saying to hype up the fight, of course you got to do that, but the respect was there.
Right.
And definitely on both of the ends. Yeah, I mean, and even though Tyson Fury said the things that he said, he knew he had things he had to worry about with Usyk. So it wound up being a more tactical fight around this time when the first time it was a little more untactical. You know what I
I
mean?
gotta
But
say
it
this,
was a good
surprise,
fight.
man.
It was a good fight.
Prize Fury did not let the uppercut go like he was doing in the first fight, in the middle fight when he won about 3 or 4 rounds straight. He wasn't letting his hands go like he did. He looked I mean Fury. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fury looked lethargic to me. I don't know if y'all saw it the same way, but he just looked. He didn't look like he had no pop. I mean, I don't know, man. He just looked mundane. He looked normal to me. He looked like a normal heavyweight.
Hey, I think I think
I ain't seen no sense of urgency from Fury.
He respected Usyk power. In the first fight, he didn't realize the power that Usyk had, and so he was just coming straight in. But he realized that Usyk does have power, so he respected it. He didn't do what he did in the first fight and just come and just try to bogart him. He tried to stay on the outside and box him, and I knew that's what he was going to do. It was one or two things he was going to do. He was either going to try to lay on him or he was going to try to outbox him. And if he tried to outbox him, he's not going to outbox Usyk. Usyk is a better boxer. And I said that prior to the fight happening on I think it was yesterday or the day before. I said I think Usyk is going to do the same thing he did in the first fight if he doesn't knock him out.
Yeah, I'm sure
But
he did.
as far as your question, I wouldn't put Usyk on the Mount Rushmore. Um, but I mean, I can't knock the man for fighting who he has in his
His
era.
contemporaries. Yeah, you're right.
Who he has in his era, but far as
So
Rushmore, nah.
you got to mark him a little bit. You got to mark him down just a little bit based on level of opposition.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this era of boxing in the heavyweight is not great at all. It's not great at all.
100%.
You have a few guys that's good, then you have some guys that's okay, and then you have everybody else. So it's not the era of Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis and Holyfield. It's not the era of Larry Holmes and Ernie Shavers and Muhammad Ali. It's not the era of Jack Johnson and Sonny Liston and those guys. So you gotta go by what he has in front of him. I would say he's the best of his era, but to put him on Mount Rushmore, nah, he's not. He's not there. I would say he's probably go down somewhere around top 25. Top 25.
maybe an honorable mention. Maybe an
Now,
honorable mention
now
for
let me
Mount
ask you: do you
Rushmore.
say top 25? Is that just out of heavyweights, or
Yeah,
is
heavyweight.
that all time? Is his all time status?
That's it. That's his
Just probably heavyweight. Yeah.
yeah, as
Heavyweight.
far as
Yeah.
heavyweight. As far as heavy, because as a cruiserweight, he's probably Rushmore of cruiserweight. Him and
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield is probably Rushmore of
Yeah.
cruiserweight. So
Yeah.
I look
I
at
gotta ask
cruiserweight
y'all this
differently.
though. I gotta ask y'all this real quick because him, Usyk and Muhammad Ali, they would probably be a similar height rise. If they were to match up.
They are the
Um,
same height. They both
he-
6'3".
See, so let me ask you this: how would y'all see that playing out stylistically?
Oh, I think Muhammad
Mm.
Ali's a better boxer than Usyk. I think Muhammad Ali's
Just
Muhammad
circles,
Ali.
just box circles around them.
I, I'm not gonna say he'll box circles around him, but I think he will outclass him. See, the difference between Usyk is a good boxer. He's a good boxer and he's a great boxer for heavyweight. Muhammad Ali was a great boxer, period. He
Yeah.
was a great boxer, period. So you could take Muhammad Ali and shrink him down to light heavyweight. He's great. You could shrink him down to middleweight. He's great. To welterweight. He's great. Muhammad Ali was a great boxer. Period. Okay. But I don't think Usyk can box with Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali, I believe, had more power than Usyk had. I believe he has more power than Usyk. But Usyk, I mean, I'm not gonna say Muhammad Ali runs him over. I think it'd be good for as long as it lasts. I think eventually Muhammad Ali probably will get him out of there.
Hey, BVO, you still on the line?
I'm here.
Hey, I gotta say this, man, because I know you know, Crush and Free kind of just put it out there that this might be the worst era in the history of heavyweight boxing. How you feel about that? Because your favorite fighter, Deontay Wilder, he was really the man. He was really the one, in my opinion, where because of his knockout percentage and his
He fought
title
it back.
defenses, I was looking at him. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Is Deontay Wilder a Hall of Famer in y'all opinion?
I would
I
say
think he will.
for a guy that went to the Olympics, and
Yeah.
Gary Russell said this some years ago. The dude had the least experience, came home with a bronze medal,
Yeah.
was able to cultivate a heavyweight championship for, I think he had 10 defenses of it.
10
So
straight title defenses.
so when you talk about Deontay Wilder, you talk about probably one of the best guys who didn't necessarily have the most talent. He came fresh off the beer truck to do what he did, and I mean, for people to say it's the weakest heavyweight division, it probably is because it's not very deep, and it was still pretty deep in the
Exactly.
'90s and the '80s. But to be totally honest, um, it's just what it is. You can't control what happens. You can't control it because most of the good not most of the good players are playing football, or basketball. Can you imagine if what's his name, Tyler Hansborough was a heavyweight fighter? He would be immensely great. Um,
No
Serious.
crazy.
Can you? I mean, he's the king of the
Dude,
snow bunnies. Could you imagine
it,
if
it all depends on that chin though, BVO. Don't be you
I'm
can't
just talking about
underestimate that.
the as big and strong as the guy is what I mean. Look
Uh-huh.
at that
And
Puerto
look,
Rican dude, Jason Tatum, Puerto Rican Tatum. Can you imagine him being a boxer? It would be something special. So I think a lot of the guys are choosing other sports, and boxing has had this problem for a number of years. But I'll pass the mic. Go ahead.
but
Yeah,
come on, bro.
I think Wilder is definitely a Hall of Fame, just based off of what BBO said, and the fact that Deontay Wilder, he of not having skills. So if a man wins a bronze medal and doesn't have any skills, you gotta say at some point this dude he's good. He's good. Like the man, what he had, 39, 38 straight knockouts. Everybody he knocked out. And
41, yeah.
no, I'm talking about before he ran into Stavern.
Oh yeah, you right. 30 something
He
plus,
was
yeah,
like
for
it was
sure.
like 38 straight knockouts or something like that, or maybe no, it was less than that. It was like 27. It was like 27 or 25, something like that. But he was knocking everybody out, and he knocked out or knocked down everybody he's been in the ring with up until he fought Big Bang Zane. I mean Joseph Parker. He's knocked
Yep.
out or knocked down everybody up until he fought Joseph Parker.
I
Yeah.
mean, look at my man Puerto Rican Tommy. It's just I just think Deontay Wilder was the heel to Anthony Joshua's hero, and Anthony Joshua was the hero, and Wilder wasn't. So that's kind of how it goes sometimes.
So in that same aspect, I'm asking y'all this. For this era, if we had to put a top three, it would be Usyk, Fury, and would that third be Wilder for this
Yeah.
last era?
Yeah, I would
Or
say
would
Yeah.
it be
Wilder for
AJ?
sure.
Wilder over AJ?
Hell yeah.
Uh, yeah, I would put Wilder over AJ because AJ ducked him. That
Yeah,
I mean
you have
you
to.
can't
You
you
have
can't
that's
tell me
yeah.
you can't tell me that you better than a guy and you won't fight him. You can't tell me you better than him, you won't fight him. So
Right.
I have to put Wilder over AJ. AJ was quote unquote had more accolades. He accomplished more, But to say he was better than Wilder, nah, I can't say that because he wouldn't fight the man.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm just thinking in my head right now that I think am I mistaken by saying that Bob Arum tried to compare Tyson Fury to Muhammad Ali or say he was better than Muhammad Ali or something or somebody said that. I think it was Shakur. I think Shakur had said that. That ain't aging well at all. I think Shakur has said that he would like Tyson Fury would beat Muhammad Ali. I don't know. He seemed like a bad style matchup, but I don't know. I think maybe like you saying Deontay Fury got a lot of esteem because he beat Klitschko and then he beat Deontay. But outside of those wins, I don't think those two names put him
Thank
over
you.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, those was his two greatest wins. That was it. Just those two guys. Those were the two greatest wins. Ain't nobody else on his resume is better than those two guys.
Yeah, but I don't think he did enough to be over Ali. That's
Man, that man couldn't even hold Ali water bottle.
yeah, that was ridiculous, man. That was crazy.
I don't
What's
think I don't think there's a guy that could beat Ali other than Joe Louis. I mean, you got to remember Ali had three primes almost. When he was young and he couldn't be touched, and when he came back, and then when he was old as hell, he was super crafty when he beat Leon Spinks after losing to him. So it's just tough when you talk about Muhammad. There's not many guys because Muhammad Ali was like, and him and Floyd were willing to pass away in the ring. When you're willing to pass away, you're a different type of dude. I don't know if people remember when Sugar Shane Mosley hit Floyd. He said, "You're gonna have to kill me, B."
yeah,
That was his response. You're gonna have to kill me. It wasn't good shot. No, it was you got to take my life. And when you fighting guys who don't mind passing away, it's hard to beat them brothers, man. It's hard to beat them. It
no,
really is.
that's a fact. That's how that boy. Did you get to watch the fights, BBO?
Yeah, I watched the fight.
You watched all of them or just the main event?
I watched all of them.
Did you did you get to see the Johnny Fisher Dave Allen fight?
Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
man, that was a hell of a fight.
I saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw bits and pieces.
I tell y'all what, they so I put a $50 bet on Dave Allen, right? $50 was gonna pay me 525. So of course he was the underdog. As the fight's progressing, he drops Johnny Fisher, and I think he started winning rounds 4 moving forward. He started winning. So the DraftKings, they had offered me a 421 payout, but in ninth and 10th round, he was still winning the fight. I was like, okay, this gonna cash anyway. He winning. I'm thinking this boxing, we already know it's always A side politics. So I tried to push the cash out button on it for 440. I was going to pretty much cough up like $80, $85. I was just gonna say, okay, F it. So they didn't let me cash it out. And of course, y'all know they robbed Dave Allen on the cards. They Johnny Fisher he won a split decision, and on he won 60 96 94 on one card and then 95 94 on another card. So that's boxing for you, man. They A side politics will get you.
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that was a
All the
robbery. That was
time.
just a bad. That was just a bad score. That was just bad scoring. That's what that was.
Yeah, I think he should have won at least. He should have been up at least by 1 or 2 points on all the scorecards because he got the knockdown, and then Johnny Fisher was gas. He was really getting beat up the last 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, everybody could see that. That was crazy. But that was still a good card. I wanted to speak on that. I don't know if y'all seen the Boachuk fight. But Boychuk, they made the dude kind of he didn't quit. I think he be have see them UK dudes. See, they thinking longevity. That's like them guys over there be having 150 losses, and they still be getting paid. Picking up checks or whatever for showcase fights. So they pulled Ishmael Davis. They just stopped the fight. Like at the 6th round, they was like, "All right, he ain't get dropped or nothing like that before he stopped fighting. He just stopped fighting." I thought that was crazy. I don't know if I ever seen that before. Did y'all be seeing stoppages like that before?
I haven't seen a weird one like that in a while.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, he just stopped. I mean, like you can land a punch, something. You know what I'm saying? It's always a chance you could land a punch, but to hurt your opponent, wobble him or something, and he just kind of quit. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was real
Yeah,
crazy.
it happens like that sometimes, man. It's boxing. It's weird stuff, yeah. Especially in this damn generation. A lot of weird stuff. You know?
Yeah, that A-side politics, you gotta watch that. That is crazy. But you gotta Johnny Fisher, they was talking about, I think they wanted him to fight Moses Atama. I think he need to leave him alone.
Oh yeah, what happened with the time
He
and the
knocked him.
King fight?
I didn't even see it. I just heard he knocked him out in like the first 30 seconds.
Oh, that's the fight I wanted to see, man. Oh, I wanted to see that one.
I ain't gonna lie.
He-
It looked like somebody made a phone call. Like maybe they had his family tied up somewhere because that didn't look right. That didn't look right.
It looked like he quit.
I saw that. Nah, he got knocked out. He
It
ain't
was
quit.
The
ugly.
King got knocked out.
No, I mean he didn't get knocked out cold, but that dude got hit, and it was like it was over. It was like he was never the same. That man got beat up. It was over before it started.
Wow.
Frank,
That's why I said I
Frank,
thought somebody had his family tied up somewhere because that made no sense.
Frank Warren gonna have him a belt. He gonna have a belt real soon. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. The landscape is pretty interesting because you got Bacoli waiting on a belt. Then you got Big Bang Zhang and Agate. That's a
He
good
about to
fight.
fight,
That's a good fight.
but Cody about to fight daggone F.A. Ajaba. I think F.A. Ajaba going to sleep in the first 5 rounds.
He gonna beat up Jock by the death.
Same thing, 2D3. We talked about that already. Yeah, I think he's going to sleep in top 5.
F.A. Ajaba, he is just a puncher. That man don't have no head movement or nothing. I don't know. I mean, maybe he can land a shot and knock Bacoli out. But Paul, Bacoli got a big ass fucking head. That man head is huge, and I don't know if he got enough power to knock him out.
Y'all think Usyk gonna duck Daniel Dubois, or you think they gonna run it?
I don't know. Usyk might retire. That's what we were talking about earlier. I said that's the only fight I can see him fighting right now because the man is 38 years old. I mean, he ain't nothing
He
else
gonna
for him to
fight him
do.
though. I see. That's what I'm saying. If he fight him, if he do fight Dubois after Dubois' form, I gotta put Usyk, even though just as my era, because I'm younger. He gotta be my number one heavyweight just at this era. I mean, he probably already is in general just because he beat Fury, but I mean, he gotta be up there. Probably be over Evander because for the simple fact is he's competing at the highest level and he's getting up there in age. And I mean, a lot of dudes
What you
not
think
doing that.
Evander was doing?
A lot of dudes not doing that.
I don't know. I don't know if I can put him over Evander because the level of competition that Evander went through is much higher than the level of competition that he's going through. So I
Oh,
don't know
hell
if
yeah.
I can put him
But the
over
but
Evander.
the but see, we gotta also take into account the Fury. He got stoppage wins over Wilder, and Fury's a 6'9" heavyweight. So can we at
Yeah,
least?
but
I mean, with Usyk being at a 55, 60 pound disadvantage, and he getting 2 wins over him and 2 wins over AJ. I mean, and then if he get 2 wins over Dubois. I mean, it's easy to say that this is a depleted era or like a bad era in the sport, or it's not. these guys lack high end power, or whatever the case may be. But I mean,
Yeah, but
damn, Usyk resume, that's gonna be pretty nasty.
hey, but you gotta take into consideration. This man Evander Holyfield was fighting people and knocking them out with a heart problem. That man had a heart problem. He was still fighting and knocking people out.
Yeah, how about
Yeah,
Not only that, but he beat the lineal champion, George Foreman. I mean, people forget how good George Foreman was, even old. I mean, he beat George Foreman. I mean, that was his best win. George Foreman really went in there and destroyed Michael Moore, who was making so much noise. So I mean, Evander's different, and he was able to get a win over Riddick Bowe. I mean, Evander is a special fighter, man. He just got old and had all them kids, so he had to fight kind of old. So you kind of seen him getting his ass kicked a lot. But Evander was that
And
dude.
and did you see how he knocked out Buster Douglas? Ooh,
Oh yeah,
ooh. That man Buster Douglas was looking for the upper room when
I mean,
Jesus.
you gonna win some, you gonna lose some. With Usyk, when I look at it, he don't have the amount of fights. You know what I'm saying? So when I think like I'm looking at
This way, if
Evander
Usyk was
resume,
fighting in Evander Holyfield's era, Usyk would have had a couple of losses as well.
yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
I
Yeah,
don't think I don't
yeah.
think Usyk running through everybody. I don't think Usyk running
But
through
not
everybody.
only
he
that,
had a couple
and
of
I'm in a full agreement with you. But not only that, the activity. You see what I'm saying? Like you getting active. Like this is I'm gonna tell you Evander Holyfield. I'm just gonna tell you a stretch. He fought George Foreman in April of '91. Then he fought Larry Holmes in June of '92. Riddick Bowe in June of '92. Riddick Bowe again, November '93. Michael Moore, June of '94. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Then Ray Mercer, then Riddick Bowe, then a couple fights later, 2 Mike Tyson fights, more again, 2 Lennox Lewis fights, 3 John Ruiz fights. You see what I'm saying? So this resume is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I can't put Usyk over Evander Holyfield. I can't do it. Now, I mean, Evander didn't win all of those fights, but he fought all of those guys.
And
He
yeah,
did.
I'm there. Yeah, one y'all, you're 100% right, and the longevity too, because
he
I
fought
mean,
I
James
can
Toney.
it's ridiculous, man.
I mean,
He
he
ain't
had no
retired
business
till
fighting James Toney.
2011. Evander probably still not retired.
If he could fight now, he would. He been trying to fight Mike Tyson now. So Evander is just
uh,
Evander want that money, man.
Evander want the money, but Evander he was one of those ones that never backed down from anybody. He never avoided no fight. Everybody that he wanted to fight, he went after him. He never avoided anybody.
Like he ran Mike Tyson down. People don't realize that he ran Mike Tyson down. So Mike Tyson, you not gonna duck.
He
Yeah, he
must have.
did.
They must have had a rematch clause because he fought Mike Tyson back to back after stopping him.
No, yeah, it was a rematch call because remember, I think it was Mike Tyson. No, Mike Tyson wasn't the champ. I don't know if Mike Tyson was the champion when he fought Evander. Was Mike the
Remember when he
champion?
came out of jail, he was beating up everybody. This is when he came out of jail because they fought in '95.
Yeah,
Not
but I'm trying to think. Was Mike? Because Mike got the belt. He got the belt back after he got out of jail. That's what I'm trying to think. Was Mike the champion for Evander the first time? He might.
When he fought Evander the first time, unless it was a WBA, it wasn't no belt on the line. It's not showing on box rec. They got they don't know they've been acting funny with the WBA. Let me see. Okay, Mike won the WBC. He had the WBC title against Frank Bruno in '96. but then it don't show for Bruce Seldon in 92 and the Bruce Seldon or the Evander fight. So I don't know if he had it or not.
I couldn't tell you. I was a small child back then. I couldn't even tell you.
I'm over I'm over here looking at the resume. Evander resume is crazy though. But yeah, what you who you got in that fight? You know who Agate is, BVO?
Oh yeah.
What you think? You think he gonna put it on I mean Big Bang, he getting up there, man. He about 40, right?
I think he like 42.
I think Agate might put hands on Big Bang.
I don't know. Big Bang can punch, man. That's the only thing. He can punch, man. That's the only thing. He can really punch.
Yeah. I thought Frank Sanchez. Well, I thought Makhmudov could punch. I mean, this dude done broke down Makhmudov and Frank Sanchez. Like
Frank Sanchez got old overnight, man. I don't know what happened to him, man.
Because he was already old. He's already old, man.
I can say, I believe that because he lost his hair, everything changed overnight.
Yeah,
but let me ask you guys this, man. Would you guys say that Jermell Charlo's the greatest 154 pounder of all time?
All time. Come on, bro. He got too many losses to be the greatest of all time. At 154.
He only got 2 losses, bro.
He got
a lot of losses.
He got 1 loss at 54.
And a draw, right?
He got 1 loss and a draw. He got the second loss that he got on his record is from Canelo. He only got 1 loss prior to Canelo. And that was Tony Harrison, and he came back and rematched Tony Harrison and knocked him out.
Yeah.
I think he might be the greatest 54 pounder ever, man. He got to get his props.
Hell no. I'm not saying he's the greatest 54 pound ever. Ever?
Nope.
Who could beat him?
Nope.
Who could beat him?
Nope.
Who could beat him at 54?
You said 150. Hey, you said 154. Ever? Let's go back. Let's go back in time real quick. Let's just remind him.
Canelo would stop him at 54 too.
You talking about 154, where Julian Hart Jackson was there, Gerald G. Man McKellen, and you don't stop in this goes on, man. Get on the body of that one, please.
Hey, Crush, would Canelo stop Jermell at 154?
You had Winky Wright too. I don't think Jermell beat Winky Wright. I don't think Jermell beats Winky Wright.
No, he won't.
I don't think Jermell will beat Oscar either.
Oh no.
Probably not. Probably not.
Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Canelo at 54. Canelo was a catch weight with 55, but at 54, I don't think Jermell could beat Canelo or De La Hoya.
What weight class did Sweet Pea and Canelo fight at? 54.
Say that again.
What weight class is? I was saying, what weight class did Sweet Pea and Oscar? Was that 54?
That was at 140.
140.
Yeah, they fought at. I think they fought at 140. Yeah, because Oscar came from lightweight.
Nah.
Yeah, they fought at 140.
Nah, Trinidad ain't the best 154 pound ever neither. Trinidad got his ass whooped by Winky Wright by just a jab.
Yep, and Gerald McCullen and Julian Hart Jackson would have knocked my man Trinidad to fucking death. As BVO say, beat to death. They would have killed him, dog. Come on, 154. You better think overnight, and we revisit this shit another time, because you must not know what 154 was like, man.
And there's a couple of fights that Trinidad got gifted that he should have lost. He got gifted a couple of fights.
Yeah, about 2 or 3.
Oscar, he should have lost. He should have lost that fight to Oscar. They gave it to
Os,
Trinidad.
Oscar and Sweet Pea fought at 47.
Oh, that was
That's
Yep,
what I
47.
they
thought.
fought at
Okay.
47.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what I
they
I
fought
thought.
for
told
the
you it was
WBC.
47. Yeah, it was at
Hmm
47. It wasn't at no 40.
My
I was like,
mistake.
hold on, 40? That's why I said 47 or 54. I ain't even think of 40.
I thought it was at 40 because he looks so small. That's my fault.
Yeah. But nah, I'm not gonna say Jamel the best ever. He might be the best of his era, but not ever.
Yeah,
Hell no.
definitely. Yeah. Definitely of his era, yes. Definitely of his generation. Hands down, yes.
No, there's a lot of good 154-pound fighters that I don't think that Jamel beat. I don't think Jamel beat Miguel Cotto.
Ooh.
That would
I
be a
don't think
good
Jamel.
fight. That'd be a good fight, though.
I don't think he beats Miguel Cotto.
Ooh wee,
He
baby. Now
probably
you
a stopping.
talking.
In my heart, I would pick Jamel to win all these fights if they really met and if they really made up. But I
I
don't
know
know,
you will
man.
pick. I know you will pick him, but
I would want him to
you ain't
win.
betting on it. You ain't betting on it. You will pick him, but you
I'll
ain't
be
betting
like,
on it.
ugh.
You know what?
He better be looking real good, have a tune up and everything.
He if it's any fighters from the past 54 that he might have a chance of beating, he might have a chance of beating TNT Terry Norris. Which would have been a good matchup between those two guys. He got a chance of winning that one.
Yeah, Terry.
Hold on. Didn't Terry Norris beat Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah, old Sugar
Come
Ray
on,
Leonard.
Sugar Ray's past his fucking prime.
Old Sugar Ray Leonard. You acting
A
like this was
single
Sugar Ray
citizen
Leonard. You acting like this was Sugar Ray Leonard that fought Roberto Duran and Marvin Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard was like, what, 38, 39 years old when he fought Terry Norris?
Yeah.
Hey, BVO, you
He
need to
fucks
be
your ass.
you need to be asking yourself, can Jamel beat Jesus Ramos?
He stops him.
Ooh.
Hey,
Stop.
matter of fact, now that you said that, I don't think Jamel beats daggone Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, he not beating no shit.
I mean, if Terry Norris beat him, he should be able to beat him.
Jamel ain't Terry Norris.
Hey, I tell you what though, D Free, I think we might Jamel is I think he's a top a Hall of Fame fighter. I'm gonna be honest with you. But let
No,
me
he's
ask
a
you this.
Hall of Fame fighter.
Ain't
Yeah, he's a
Jamel
Hall of
about
Fame.
5'11"?
Yeah, he about 5'11".
He's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
See, Jamel and he orthodox. See, yeah, Jamel. I
Yeah.
think Jamel will give a lot of these guys issues. I think it's easy to say because of what these guys have done, because their accomplishments, and we seen Cotto. Cotto's nice in that motherfucking ring.
Yeah, I like Kodak.
But does he have? I mean, Jamel,
I'm gonna tell you.
that stoppage over Castano showed that Jamel really can put it all together. Again, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you the difference between Jamel versus everybody that we was talking about. It's the mentality. These dudes live, breathe, and sleep boxing. Jamel too worried about being on daggone Instagram. These dudes ain't worried about no Instagram. They
They
ain't
want him
had
around.
Instagram. All they had was boxing. They ain't had no Instagram. When them niggas was fighting, nigga, they still had typewriters. And I know you might not know what a typewriter is. You might not know what a typewriter is, but my man Crush know what a typewriter is. They still had typewriters when them dudes was fighting.
Hell yeah.
I've seen
Niggas,
one time.
we
Let's
still
see.
had cordless phones. We didn't even have wireless phones. We didn't have mobile phones when these dudes was fighting. The mobile phones was just coming out. They was just coming out.
No, you can't say that because Ali had a phone in the 70s, man.
Dog, a mobile phone hit the streets 1992. It hit the streets. And most people that had mobile phones were doctors. They had that little briefcase that they kept in the car, and they opened it up. It was a phone in there. That was the first mobile phone. That was the very first mobile phone. And the reason I know that is because I had one. That was the very first one. My father got one from one of his little friends or whatever. It was he unzipping the joint, and it was a phone in that joint. He was like, "You can have it. I don't use this joint. You can have it." I ain't never used it. And then the next mobile phone that came out that you started seeing a lot of the players with, a lot of the hustlers and a lot of the pimps and all of them, was the big joint that looked like a big ass walkie-talkie. It was gray with that big rubber ass.
Some of the Zach
Right,
Morris.
that big rubber ass antenna. It was great. That came out in '93. That's what I'm saying. When these guys was fighting off, they didn't even have cell phones like that. They were still going off of pagers. They were going off of pagers.
Yup, beepers, yup, pagers, yup. You're motherfucking right, D-Free. Soon when you get to a phone booth or you get home, then you call that page back. You know what I mean?
You know how to if you was good at it, you know how to make a message in your pager. You put the numbers together to spell out a word, and you turn the pager upside down. That's what it say hello. That's what it say I love you. That's what it say all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, damn, you taking it back, D-Free. They was the thing. You can spell out you want to get some coochie in a certain way, all type of stuff, man. It was going down. See, y'all folks don't know nothing about that.
I don't think Jamel has the mentality that those dudes had. I don't think they had the mentality. See, these dudes are too spoiled for getting paid big money. Those guys, they had to fight to get big money paydays. They had to fight to get big money paydays. These dudes ain't got to fight nobody. They go fight a John Ryder and get a $5 million payday. Fighting John Ryder.
Talk about it.
But Canelo. But see, the thing about it is Canelo earned that though. That's
no, I'm not even talking about Canelo. I'm talking about Jaime. I ain't even talking about Canelo.
But hold on. For Jaime, that's a developmental fight. I mean, I feel what you're saying. I see what you're saying, John. I feel what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying.
Dog, you wasn't getting no paydays for fighting a gatekeeper or a run-of-the-mill fighter. You wasn't getting no payday unless your name was Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, or Roy Jones. If your name wasn't one of those, you wasn't getting no payday for fighting a run-of-the-mill fighter. You wasn't getting a payday.
Let's see, that's who they're choosing to get the money to, because I guess Jaime and Canelo, they putting asses in seats. I mean, Jaime obviously he doing some type of tickets because
Jaime, he out there selling his own tickets after he got knocked out. That nigga went to a daggone ticket salesman. That nigga like, hey, you trying to buy the next fight? You trying to buy this fight? That man went from being a boxer to being a ticket salesman. That man got all the career knocked out of him.
So I mean, and that's sad because I know Berlanga probably wanted that fight, so now that's gonna push that down the line a little bit.
No, Berlanga's gonna go fight that French dude. He gonna fight that French dude. That French dude ready.
Berlanga best bet is trying to fight Caleb Plant. Caleb.
You're right. Berlanga better stay from that French dude. That French dude might put him in the dirt too.
Frenchie might fuck him up. Frenchie might mess him up, man. Frenchie might put him in the dirt, like you said. Don't call me your homie.
I didn't see what happened. I didn't never seen the angle of. Did y'all see the angle of his face before he got punched? Because it looked like did he just fall in and then he got clipped? Because it looked like he just kind of like stayed there for a second and dude just rocked him.
He threw a shot. No, he threw a shot, but the dude weaved the shot and came back with a right hook and put him to sleep. But the dude was setting the shot up the entire fight. He hit Jaime with that shot multiple times. It was like, just he caught him on the button with that one. He caught him on a button, but he hit Jaime with that shot multiple times in the fight.
It wasn't like it was a
He
shot
played 6
that Hyman
times.
didn't know
They
that he was
said they
throwing.
said they set Jaime up. They knew damn well that dude was good.
The dude
Oh,
had
that
Said
more
man,
than
he
that
2
man
played 6
only
years.
had
times.
that man only had 4 knockouts, dog. He only
They
had 4
knew.
knockouts.
How the hell? But Crush, come on. How this your guy Jaime? How you Beltron? And you put him in with a no name, a guy we never heard of. This ain't no mandatory fight. This ain't no final eliminator. This just a home fight, a hometown fight for Jaime. How you get a dude, the one dude you pick, end up knocking Jaime spark out, and now Jaime on
Well,
3 month suspension?
Got that
well,
man
I'm gonna tell you what it
smooth
is.
out.
It's called karma. Jaime got away with that old fluffed up manufactured ass resume. It was
Mm.
coming. And soon when he thought he was getting another Willy Wonka ticket, he met El Cabong. Man, with
They gave
Quick Draw McGraw deep free, you remember that Quick Draw McGraw turned into El Cabong? That's what happened to Jaime.
yeah,
And now he got El Cabong right on his shit. It was coming, man.
that
He had
nigga
it coming.
that man thought he was opening up some daggone Charleston chains, and them joints was lemon heads. That
Oh
nigga,
yeah.
I knew, yeah, I knew something was wrong with that fight because on DraftKings had it up on like Wednesday or Thursday. They had it at like
hmm
four. They had it at 4.5 rounds. So you know they had Jaime stopping them, right? Why they took it down completely? So I never even bet on the fight. They took it down completely, and I'm glad they did because of course I'm over here thinking Jaime was gonna stop the dude, and Jaime ended up getting stopped.
everybody did. Everybody was like, man, Hyman is gonna walk through this dude. This dude ain't
Yeah,
got number 4 knockout. He
right.
ain't fighting nobody. Never fought out of France a day in his life. Hyman gonna knock him out. Lo and behold, the thing that happened in boxing that I always talk about. We might believe something gonna happen, but we don't know shit until it happens.
Yep.
Exactly, D3. And I guess we can say every fighter's got to punch his chance. But damn, punch his chance came up that night for a man with just 4 KOs. Now, to say that, you see this, don't necessarily mean that he can't.
Case of boy, what's going on, Case of boy? Trade
Damn
pick
it,
gone
man, what's
wrong.
happening, bro?
I don't even think it was a trade pick. I think it was a get back fight because he had just lost to Canelo, and they were trying to get him on a tune up to get back, get his confidence back. You just got beat up by Canelo. Get your confidence back. They picked the wrong dude. They should have picked his sparring partner instead of picking him.
But here's the thing, D Free. That's why I don't understand it because he had just got the Bazianen fight, so he was just being real active, super active. You know, he really didn't even get a rest. Period. You know what I mean? I feel like after
Yeah.
Bazianen, he should have been fighting a big fight like in Billy or Berlanga. But I don't know, man. I just feel like they using him like a prize fighter for real.
Well, we now know if he got in there with and Billy, he would have got knocked out.
Oh yeah, he would have got
two guys.
mad.
You got 2 guys that come forward. Don't nobody really move head. No, and Billy can punch too. Yeah, he would have got
Yeah.
knocked out.
So now and Billy in the top and pretty much in the driver's seat. Who they trying to I think I forgot who I seen they were trying to mix him up with in Billy.
And Billy was trying to fight Morrell, but Morrell ducked him up to 75. So
What?
Man, I don't even want to get into David versus David. I'm interested in that fight, but they kinda I don't like how David Benavidez promotes. Like for one, he had like kind of the script with the Caleb promotion, and then with this promotion, he was talking big boy, and then he tried to like shake his hand, like shake Morrell hand, like why are you trying to shake Morrell hand? Like you was just talking
that
all
that
crazy. That's why he left you hanging.
no,
Like
you know what that is, B3. You know what that is. That's that nervous energy. You talking. You know how how them dudes back in the day when you was in school, dudes be talking all that trash in class, and dude be like, all right, we're gonna see each other after school. And then after school, dude
Mm-hmm.
walk up like, man, you thought I was just joking. Nigga, we ain't joking, we about to fight. Ain't no
Right.
joking, we about to fight.
I feel
Yeah,
That's
you.
what
I
that
see
that.
that.
was. That's that nervous energy.
See, he ain't David. David is a see, and I somebody had to point this out to me. BVO pointed out to me the difference between being fat and being big. You know what I'm saying? Because he had told me another fight. I don't even know if he want me to put him that on the record, so I ain't gonna say the name. But he was like, "This person is just fat. They not like big as you think they are." But like Morrell looks, he's like the same size as David, but he's like athletic. Like he's like a boxer's build, but he's the same size as Benavidez. But Benavidez is like a fat, like not a fat build, but he has like a dad bod. Like he has like a just a
He
normal
he got
body.
that
He used to
daggone
be a fat
he got
boy.
that he got that never roddy body. He ain't gonna never have no
Yes.
Yeah,
abs. He got that never
Yes.
roddy body.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he used to be a fat boy too. David was a fat boy
Yeah,
too, so you know.
yeah, he got that never roddy body.
No question. So
Yeah, not a
I
Roddy.
listen. If Morrell mess around to put hands on Benavidez, man, I'm going to laugh because I damn sure got Morrell getting beat up. I got Benavidez touching him up.
I don't got Morrell beat. BBO got Morrell getting beat up. I've been on Morrell the entire time. I said Morrell was the best at 168, and I still stand on it. I think Morrell beats David Benavidez. Now I'm not gonna say he's the best at 175 because there's a monster at 175 right now. So I don't know about Arthur. I don't know if he could beat Arthur because until somebody beat Arthur, I can't pick nobody over Arthur. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think he beat David Benavidez. I've been thought that he beat David Benavidez. I'm gonna stand on it. If David beat him, I give David full credit. But if Morrell beats David, I want everybody else to give Morrell full credit and don't sit there and try to downplay David Benavidez. Oh, he this, he don't move his head, and I don't want to hear none of that because that's the same thing y'all was saying about David. That's why David is a monster because he come forward, throw a lot of punches, and he got hellified combinations. So don't try to say, oh, you know, David Benavidez don't have the greatest.
You broke up, D Free. Yeah, that if Morrell, I give Morrell full
But when
credit. He
Morrell
beat up
gets stopped, though,
Benavidez.
man, it's gonna send some shockwaves through the world, man. Because Morrell he might get the sleeves beat off of him. I mean, it's a good chance, man. Because whenever you hear David say, "I'm gonna beat the S out of you," he usually do that. So I think Morrell better watch his mouth, like my man said on Players Club. Watch your mouth and watch your tone, because he gonna beat the life out of you, man. I mean, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. You're gonna see Cuban sandwiches everywhere, man. It's gonna be bad. He gonna beat the wig off of Morrell, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I just don't want you to switch up when Morrell beat David Benavidez's ass. Don't switch up and talk about David. You know David Morrell ain't. I mean David Benavidez ain't really got no defense or none of that. He ain't really a defensive type fight. I don't want to hear none of that. Stay right where you at and give Morrell his credit.
man. If Morrell beat Benavidez, man, he'd get full credit, man. That'd be a beautiful that'll be the best win. That'll be that would be the I mean, because he don't have the accolades, you can't put him over any Hall of Famers. But that would be outside of Arthur or Canelo. That probably be the third best win up and around those weight classes, beating Benavidez.
Man, you gotta
That
you gotta you
yeah,
gotta stop, man. You know you're not beating no Benavidez, man. Stop.
That would be a huge victory. But let me ask y'all this: do y'all think the winner of the Benavidez Morrell will get the winner of Bivol better Beterbiev,
I
or do
don't
you
know
think they're gonna
because
play around with it?
I think Arthur might be moving up. I don't know. I think Arthur might be
He
moving up.
did say that to fight Jao Pataya.
Yeah, to fight him. But he's also another guy who's up there in age. I wouldn't be surprised if he said, you know what, I'm gonna hang it up. Because he 30, he about to be 39 if he ain't already 39. He's up there.
But he
They
already
LeBron's
agreed to
age. He
fight
old.
Bivol, man. These dudes is on a whole nother level. I think they see it's interesting that they can still compete like Usyk, um, and Beterbiev, Loma getting up there. Like it's kind of interesting, you know. It's only really like the all time greats that can compete
I'm
at
a,
that top level late in their career.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Do you think it's because the level of competition ain't that great? Because let's be honest, them dudes 39, 38 years old fighting in the 90s and the 80s, I don't think them dudes winning. I don't think them dudes is winning against the top level. I don't think they winning.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like you saying, it's all this. You know, styles make fights, and then it's all like the age. Like, okay, for instance, if Usyk fought Bakoli, you know, I think Usyk would get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Or, but I mean, but Coley would stop a lot of people in a lot of eras. Like Loma, like would Loma beat who was nice at 135 back in the day? Would Loma beat? Mm, let's say
None of them.
sweet.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
you know what I'm
Loma got a
saying?
bad loss on his record. Losing to Devin Haney was a bad loss. He should have beat Devin. That's a bad loss on his
That's
record.
not a stop it, bro. Devin Haney, stop it, bro. That's gonna age well. Devin Haney's gonna come back and do some things in the sport. That's gonna age well, bro. Come on. A bad loss. Tio is a bad loss. How you gonna lose the Tio and then Tio get beat by George Cambosis? You know, somebody
I
that
don't see Loma beating none of those guys that we thought was the top guys at 135 back in the day. Sweet Pea, Shane Mosey, Floyd
Oscar.
Mayweather, Oscar, Roberto. I don't see him winning against none of those guys. None of them. I think he probably gets slept by every last one of them. He probably gets slept by every last one of them.
Let me ask you guys this: who wins at 135? Devin versus Tio.
Devin versus Tio at 135.
yeah, Devin
When
outclasses
you
Tio.
you talking about
I'm
back
talking
when
about
they was at 135.
yeah, I'm
When they
talking
was
about
at
Fortnite
135
Tio.
together.
Yeah, Fortnite Tio.
Devin.
Before or after George Cambosis?
Yeah, when I say Fortnite Tio, I mean before he fought Loma.
It gotta be before he fought Cambosa, because after he got beat up by Cambosa, he left. It gotta be before that.
But see, BVO acting like we don't know the story that Tio could have fought Devin, but he went another route. You know, he went the IBF route instead of, you know, fighting Devin
But
in the
nah,
WBC.
I think Devin wins that fight. Um, I think Devin wins that fight because I mean, I just gotta go by a dude had that.
You broke up D Free. I just say
Why?
Junior Lopez picked Devin to win. He said, you know, the black fighters are the best fighters. So I mean
Yeah.
that goes to show you right there. He
He,
told you Devin
he
was gonna
never
beat the
he never intended on fighting Devin, because he said it. He said, "Oh, the reason why Cambosos won because they knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop the belts and make it that harder for Devin to get undisputed." He never intended on fighting Devin.
Well, the thing people don't understand is Devin didn't wait his turn. It was Tio's turn to be undisputed. That's the part that's so crazy.
No, I don't give a. I
Devin
don't.
stole
No,
his hold on. Dude, Devin stole his undisputed BBL.
no. I'm not even talking about Tio winning his undisputed. Tio was undisputed, and the first thing he said was, "I'm gonna fight Devin because Loma was too scared to do it." And then he turned around and ducked Devin.
Yeah, he
Man.
did have a fake mandatory with Cambosis. That really backfired.
Dog, he didn't have no mandatory with Cambosis.
That's why I said it was a fake mandatory.
Yeah, he had no mandatory with Cambosis. He was the daggone franchise champion. And he said out his own mouth, as the franchise champion, I can make Devin my mandatory. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: do you think Loma get backlash for losing a close fight to Devin?
I think Loma gets backlash for ducking Tank.
But he had 7 years to fight Tank. I mean, Tank had 7 years to send the offer.
No, Tank had 2 years. Because in 2019, Tank said, "Let's fight." Loma said, "Man, what this man think he gonna do? He want to fight me on pay-per-view. He ain't nobody." That's what Loma said. Loma ducked that fight in 2019.
Damn.
Let me ask you this: do you think if Tank wouldn't have waited so long, we would have got that fight?
I don't think Tank waited. I think Loma waited. Loma was the A side. He didn't send Tank no damn offer.
Let me ask you this: like, how does Tank? Why don't people give Tank 80 flack
I
for
ain't no
not taking?
Loma sold. I ain't no Loma sold anything to be anybody A side. Honestly.
I mean, at that time he was the A side because they was pushing Loma. He was the next Muhammad Ali. He was better than Floyd Mayweather. He was a 2-time gold medalist. They was pushing Loma at that time. He was A side. Tank wasn't nobody at that time.
Only thing they. My bad. Go ahead.
Nobody. No, I'm saying Tank ain't become nobody until he beat Pedraga. When Loma wanted to fight Tank Davis, Tank hadn't even fought Pedraga yet. That's when Loma wanted to fight Tank Davis. Then Tank ended up fighting Pedraga, knocked Pedraga out, who was undefeated and was considered the best guy at 130 at that time. He was considered, if not the best guy, one of the best guys at 130. Tank knocked him out, and then Loma just disappeared, moved out of the weight class.
So basically, what you're saying is Tank is like Jay-Z. He's never been the best in his weight class ever. That makes sense. That makes sense because Devin was the best. T.O. was the best.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. That's what you said. Because if you going by what I said, Tank was the best at 130 because he just knocked out one of the guys who they consider was one of the best.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, T.O. was never the best when Devin is in the weight class, bro.
T.O. was never the best when Tank was in the weight class. Damn, Devin, T.O. ain't been the best when Shakur was in the weight class.
How was that? He was lineal champion. How is that?
Matter of fact, T.O. wasn't the best when daggone Keyshawn was in the weight class because you sat here and watched this man knock your father out and you ain't do nothing.
Man, this nigga Devin, man. Devin and kept niggas from the green belt and shit, man. Niggas out here with all these old red belts, smart belts that nobody ever heard of before. This nigga Devin and kept Ryan from being WBC champion, Tank from being WBC champion. I mean, he's a hell of a nigga, man.
I don't think he kept Devin. I mean, Tank from being WBC champion because Tank ain't never been WBC champion. He never went that route.
Yeah, I know the WBC tried to put him in that route, and then he went to We Back Al. He went the We Back Al route.
Yeah, he went and got a belt.
Yeah, with Gamboa.
Yeah, he went and got a belt.
I mean, a regular. I mean, you know, they got. Yeah, man.
I mean, if you think about it, let's just go ahead and
Tank never fought the best in any weight class. He never. Tank never fought the best at any weight. At 130, he never fought Loma.
Let's think about the best. Let's think about the situation real quick. At that time, Devin was nobody. Devin was nobody at that time. Nobody knew who Devin was.
He was WBC champion.
He was the mandatory for the WBC champion.
He was WBC. He was elevated, and Tank was right there.
He was elevated, yes. He was mandatory for. He wasn't even a mandatory. He was in the first spot to become the mandatory. He wasn't even a mandatory. He was the number one contender to become the mandatory.
He was the interim and got elevated. Come on now.
He was the number one contender to become the mandatory. He was not the interim champion. He was the number one contender to become the mandatory.
He had to be the interim to get elevated. Hold on. D-Free, think about what you're saying. Loma had to drop his belt over a number one contender?
Dog, did you not? Loma didn't drop his belt for a number one contender. Loma took the franchise belt to fight Tio so he can get those belts from Tio. That's what Loma did.
He dropped his belt, but why? Why would he have to do that if somebody wasn't in line?
So he didn't have to fight a mandatory. Devin was the number one contender. He was the number one
Exactly,
contender.
but he was the interim champion when he beat Abdulayev.
He didn't fight for the interim title. That was Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell had the interim title. That's why Loma fought Luke Campbell for the WBC title. Luke Campbell had it. Devin didn't have it. Luke Campbell was Mikey Garcia's mandatory. Luke Campbell was. Loma wasn't. Devin wasn't. It was Luke Campbell. He was the interim champion. He fought Loma to be for the WBC belt because
for the
Mikey
vacant.
The belt.
Yeah, they
Mikey
fought for
dropped
the vacant.
Right.
But
And
what happened?
That's why I'm telling you, Devin was not the interim champion. He was just the number one contender. He didn't fight for an interim belt. He was the number one contender. When they came up with the franchise for Loma, they elevated him to the WBC champion because he was the number one contender. He was going to be next in line to be called the mandatory.
Yeah, Luke Campbell was never the interim champ though, bro.
Yes, he was. He was Mikey Garcia's mandatory. Yes, he was.
He wasn't Mike. No, he wasn't, bro.
Yes, he was. He was Mikey. How you think Luke Campbell was in the spot to fight Loma?
He was never the interim champ.
Yes, he was, man.
Yes, he was. What are you talking about? Yes, he was.
You just saying that to be controversial, man. You know he was. You gotta get off the gas, B3.
But the thing is, if you look at the situation, Devin.
Oh, so Devin, yes, so Devin. That's why.
Devin wasn't anybody at that time. He wasn't anybody. He was making a name for himself, but he wasn't anybody at that time. Devin was trying to get Loma. Devin was trying to get Loma.
But
Tank Davis. Hold up. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. You're not gonna come on and just cut me off. Tank Davis was in position to fight
your motherfucking ass.
Tank Davis was in position to fight for the WBA vacant belt. And the bigger name at that time was Gamboa. He was a bigger name than Devin Haney at that time. He was a bigger name. So
I'm just trying to figure out. You got to tell me who you. But hold on, D-Free. You need to tell me who Luke Campbell fought to be the interim champ.
He was the number one contender for Mikey Garcia.
So he's the number one contender, and Devin was the number one contender. Who is he? Who did Luke beat to be the interim champion?
I don't remember who Luke beat.
He did. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't never no motherfucking interim champ.
Hold on. That's not what happened. What happened is they had the tournament. They had the WBC tournament, right? And that's when you had. Remember, Tio was, shout out to BVO. Tio was one of those individuals who pulled out of that tournament. It ended up coming down, and it was supposed to be Devin versus Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell was never an interim champion. He was never an interim champion. It was supposed to be Devin versus Luke, and then Bob stepped in and pulled the Bob Arum moves to get Luke to fight Lomachenko. The only problem is whenever there's a vacant WBC belt, once the champion, especially when they had this tournament, once the champion wins that belt, right, then they have to fight their mandatory they have to fight them immediately. They don't have the opportunity to go make any of those other fights. They have to fight them immediately. That's when Lomachenko ended up being franchised. That's what happened.
But who was Mikey Garcia mandatory?
Man, if anything, it was probably about to be Devin fucking Haney. That's why his ass ran off and dropped that belt. Man, Luke Campbell ain't making nobody drop their belt. Devin Haney making niggas drop their belts. Devin Haney making the niggas run, bro.
Luke Campbell was Mikey Garcia's mandatory.
I'm looking at it right now, my nigga. Devin Haney won the interim champion when he beat Abdulayev. That's why he was elevated and took Loma's belt.
Luke Campbell
that was September 13th, 2019.
When he beat Abdulayev, that was for him to go and fight Luke Campbell. That's when the finagling started happening, and Bob was able to get Lomachenko to have that fight. And Teofimo Lopez told you himself, Bob already said that I ain't gonna have an opportunity there. I'm gonna get an opportunity over here. So that's why Teofimo Lopez pulled out of that situation. And when it happened, Bob also said the reason Devin ain't getting the opportunity is because he refused to sign with us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Luke Campbell was Mikey Garcia's mandatory. Luke Campbell was in the number one position when Mikey Garcia was the champion. He was Mikey Garcia's mandatory.
Agreed, but the belt
That
because he
very well
brought
may
the
be true,
belt.
but he was never
Because he
interim
brought the
champ
belt,
though.
that's why the
Because they
tournament
he would have been elevated to champ.
Mikey Garcia moved up to
What I'm telling
147
you
to
is,
fight
D
Earl
Free.
Spence.
What I'm telling you is that if Luke Campbell was interim when Mikey dropped his belt, he would have been elevated to champ, and that would have been a unification. Loma wouldn't have had to. Loma wouldn't have had to request a fight for a vacant.
No, the reason they didn't give they didn't give Luke Campbell the daggone belt is because they was already fighting the tournament. That's the reason why they didn't
I
give him the
know.
belt.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he was never interim champ.
You don't know because the reason why he didn't get the belt is because they was already fighting in the tournament. Whoever won the tournament was going to be the WBC champion. That was already in the play. That was
Devin
already in
Haney.
the play.
We agree.
That's the reason why Luke Campbell didn't get the belt. But that was also the reason why Luke Campbell was fighting Loma for the belt because he was the number one contender. He was the mandatory.
I don't know.
Yeah, they did. They did some shady. They did some shady shit. You right, D Free. They did some shady shit. But I'm just saying we gotta put it back on record that. And BVO tried to co-sign this shit. Luke Campbell wasn't no motherfucking interim.
Hold on. All I'm saying,
did
hold
some
on,
bullshit. They did some bullshit.
Let me say this. All I'm saying is this, man. Devin Haney got his belt emailed to him. It's different than fighting for it in the ring. T.O. never got and I don't support T.O. in any way. T.O. went out there and beat Richard Comey for that belt. Devin called somebody and said, send me my Uber Eats and send me my WBC belt. That's what he did.
Devin stayed where the smoke was. No. I ain't gonna let you get that off, BVO. Devin moved Mikey Garcia bitch ass to 140. Luke Campbell, Lomachenko ass dropped his belt, took franchise status, ran away. Teofimo jumped out of the
on pay-per-view.
And got his ass whooped. Teofimo jumped.
Yeah, he did. But
Teofimo jumped all the way out of the tournament. He done went to the IBF route, put a rehydration clause on himself. That's probably why he clipped Comey.
You probably thinking that Devin shouldn't have took the deal with T.O. as well, don't you?
What deal? What T.O. deal?
The deal that Bob and T.O. tried to give Devin, they said no.
Why would he take less money when they just offered? Why Turkey offered him more money? What? That's
I'm gonna
that's
tell
corny
you
as hell.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you ain't got no fight right now. So you want the $5 million, but the $5 million is to fight somebody. You ain't fighting nobody.
Bruh,
so
this nigga Devin ain't already fought niggas. He don't have to fight nobody. What you want? How about the motherfuckers that ain't fighting nobody or this cherry picking? They need to fight some people.
You say he doesn't have to fight nobody
right now. To take less money. Why would he take less money than his value?
Because he does not have. Dog, he does not.
Nigga, it's prize fighting. Why is he gonna come back to less money? That's a bullshit prize.
Dog, it was more money than your purse bid was. What are you talking about?
Nigga, fuck that purse bid. Why is a 8-figure nigga? Why is an 8-figure nigga coming back? Y'all motherfuckers don't appreciate it, nigga. Anyway, a lot of y'all niggas was calling him boring and this, that, and the third when he was beating these champions and fucking niggas up. But now, hold on. But now he wants the highest value. He wants his value before he come back. And now we gonna say he need to come back. Get the champ. Listen, get the champ money right. Get the champ money right, and then he be back.
Can I ask
tell me what I said? Don't tell me what nobody else said. Tell me what I said.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
And D3, this asking you. So at this current moment in time, who do you want to see Devin fight? What's a better fight than Tio for Devin? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I think B3 all capped out.
B3, can you hear me?
No, he didn't add. He didn't. You didn't add. You asking me. I thought you said D. I thought you said D first.
No, I said B3.
What's a better fight? What's a better fight?
What's a better fight for Devin right now than Teofimo Lopez?
I mean, if he gonna sit out a year, the Ryan fight is better. That's more money. That's the fight that people want to see.
Why don't y'all get off his nuts, man?
I mean, that's way bigger. I mean, that's what you really want. We need to get him back in the ring.
I never seen nobody ride somebody's nuts.
The thing about Tio is such a little sleazeball. Nobody wants to do business with him.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
You think
make it hard for me.
He said what's a bigger fight?
Do you really think
no, I didn't say bigger.
Get...
I said what's a better fight than Teofimo Lopez right now at 140? What's a better fight for Devin?
In what way? Style and what way? Like
as
a fan perspective or money wise? What perspective?
Better. Whatever you want to say. What's better?
Man, y'all make it so.
I mean, Hitchens. I like Hitchens better than Tio. Tio was ass. I like Hitchens. Devin Haney Hitchens. That's a better fight. Y'all, man, listen. I don't like this nigga Tio like that. This nigga Tio he's no special. He's an athletic kid. He's an athletic kid, but outside of that, he gets hit too much, and he can't cut off the ring.
I don't care if you like him. What I'm saying is in this situation. So you're telling me right now, and one of the arguments that you're currently making, and my God, it's so hard. I'm a Devin fan. I ride with Devin. I've been riding with Devin for a long time. What you're saying is that damn the offer and damn him fighting Tio. Go fight Richardson here. But then in the same breath, you want to sit here and say, well, the money ain't gonna be right. Well, wait a minute. The money ain't gonna be right over with Hitchison.
What I'm telling you is this, Dub. Let me tell you, this is what I'm telling you. Tio is not no A-side to no Devin Haney. He ain't did no motherfucking pay-per-views, and he ain't selling out no hometown. We don't know if he even got a hometown. So at the end of the day, when Turkey put the bread up, because Turkey is moving and stepping in the sport of boxing, Top Rank is out there trying to work with Turkey, not the other way around. So let's get this clear. So when Turkey put the bread on the table, and when Tio wasn't ready, hold on. When Tio wasn't ready and Devin wanted his October tune-up, and then to run that shit in February, everybody is mum's the word. Y'all motherfuckers, nobody act like they don't remember that. Because white ass Bob Arum gonna come out and say somebody ain't want to fight. The nigga already offered the fight. He ducked the fight already. But we forgot that happened.
You say top rank needs Turkey. Wasn't Top Rank the one that pulled Arthur and Bivol off that card? Didn't they pull Arthur and Bivol off that card?
Nigga, if it wasn't for Turkey, we wouldn't even have seen Arthur, nigga. We wouldn't even seen that fight, nigga. What you talking about?
They put it on ESPN.
We wouldn't even have seen that motherfucking fight if it wasn't for Turkey.
It does not matter. They put it on ESPN.
What did we even? Ain't no debate. Ain't no debate, nigga. It ain't no debate. Turkey. If you ain't trying to work with Turkey, you ducking. Straight like that. The little nigga Tio say he wasn't ready.
Hey, listen. Tell me what fight Devin's about to fight for $5 million.
It don't fucking matter. The nigga don't gotta fight. That's what I'm telling you. Devin, this is what I'm telling you, bro. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you, bro. Hold on. You don't understand this shit, D-Free. You keep talking about Devin.
You are one of those ones that was out here.
Devin is ahead of these niggas. These niggas is still playing catch up. That's why he's sitting out, bro. You don't get that shit? Devin is ahead of these niggas. He's ahead of these dudes. Bro, he's ahead of these guys. What you mad for? Your guy can fight Lamont Roach. Your guy can fight Lamont Roach.
Hold on, one at a time.
Congratulations.
So real quick,
You're
Big
You,
Free,
not a
you,
fan.
if you're gonna,
Hold on, y'all. Hold on,
bro,
y'all.
I
Hold on,
don't
hold
need to
on.
make
let me jump in.
mythical
Free,
matchups. I don't
free
give
and
a damn who
B3.
he fight.
Hey, this is not you know
You're
who's
not a
channel,
fan.
man. Hold on, free. Hold on. Y'all talk one at a time. This ain't you know who's channel, man. We don't get on here talking over each other, man. One at a time. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Can I
say
say
this.
one
I don't
thing?
I
Can
don't
I say
care who
one
Devin
thing?
Haney fights. He's already took the fights.
Can I say one
He
thing?
can't get Ryan in the rematch. That's the person that just whooped his ass and cheated him. Y'all told him to
Dog,
get it back in blood, and now he can't get the fight. So at the end of the day, whoever he fights, it don't matter. Y'all don't even
It
want the
do
brother to get
matter.
paid. Hold on. Y'all just seen the brother get his ass whooped, didn't get no respect, and now y'all want him to come back at for no bread or at least less than what his worth is. I'm telling you,
dog.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care if he
Listen to
don't
what I'm
fight
trying
at
to tell you.
all.
Okay, you already
And
said that.
that's the
Listen to what I'm
difference.
trying to tell
I
you.
care if he
Listen,
fight. I want to
listen,
see him in
listen.
the ring.
I
That's
want
the
to see
This is
these
whole
what.
other
difference.
dudes. I want to see these other
Hold
dudes
on,
make a
hold on,
legacy.
Dub. Don't
Hold
Don't
on,
interrupt
hold
D
on.
Free. Let D Free go. Go ahead,
What?
D Free.
Listen. This is what you already said. But this is where I say you're not a fan because a fan wants to see him get back in the ring. The reason why you take the T.O. fight, I understand is less money than what Turkey was giving you. But what Devin said was the reason why he's suing Ryan is because his value had dropped. So you take the less money fight with T.O., who's a big name at 140. You go in there, you beat T.O., bring your value back up. Bring your value back up. But you want him to go in there and fight somebody who's not the caliber of a name as T.O., a less caliber name as of T with what's his name? Africa. Africa's not gonna bring your value up. You go in there, you fight T.O., you beat T.O., you bring your value back up. That's why. That's why you take the T.O. fight.
You take
And
the T.O. fight. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
and outside of that, the thing is that even if and when I understand the point you're trying to make, B3, I understand it. My thing is the man's stock is
He broke up on my end.
Yeah, I
dropped.
think my
Your
man on
stock
that boost
has
mode.
dropped. You have to rebuild it like D. And the second thing is out of every nigga, I just want to see you back in the ring. One of the things I'm very critical of fighters on is long layouts. I need Devin. You ain't never had long layouts like this, and now you're having one. I need to see you back in the ring. I thought he should have took the fight with Sandor Martin. I thought that was a good fight for him to come back with. But at the same time, if you're not, and you have an opportunity to make a fight with a Teofimo Lopez, you're not getting more money against any of these other guys right now. It's not happening. So because it's not happening, then even if you want to say, well, Turkey is offering this, I still don't know that to be a fact. I don't know it to be a fact. That's just me. I don't know.
Well,
And if that's the case, it is what it is. But because you don't have a network backing, then you have and I still, me personally as a fan, I want to see you in the ring. I want to see you continuously be consistent in fighting. Then and we've been calling for the Teofimo fight for years. I believe T.O. ducked Devin. I believe it. But at the same time, now you have that opportunity. Go put hands on T.O., bring your stock back up, and then you have a chance to be the shot caller again. But because of the way that you took that L, even though it got wiped out and Ryan was cheating, we will agree on that every day and twice on Sundays. At the same time, now you have to rebuild yourself to some degree. And so this is the prime fight. And it's a fight that, in my personal opinion, you win easily. You win easily against T.O., in my personal opinion. And so all I'm saying is I don't understand.
I'm gonna say this to you, Doug.
Now I don't understand them.
I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why he couldn't accept the lesser deal or the Sandor Martin fight is because they're in litigation. So when they accept that offer, they're gonna mess up their lawsuit based on or what they're trying to sue for as far as, trying to recoup. So, but I'm just saying, let me just say this. They wouldn't be in litigation if they got the right deal or was presented with the right situation to get them out of it. A la if they would have got the Ryan rematch worked out, or if they would have got the Turkey deal. What I'm saying is, we understand that you would have to fight in Saudi. He's offering more money for these guys to fight in Saudi. Now, Tio obviously wants to be the A side, so he wants to do it on his terms. Now, if he wants to put the fight with Devin Haney in the Hulu theater, that's what he's offering, because we haven't seen him go to the big room. What Tio needs to do is he needs to unify with Richard Hitchens. He should do that. Become a unified champion.
What should Devin do?
And Devin needs to work on keeping his motherfucking right hand up and let the dust clear. Because what I'm telling you is this:
he still needs to fight though. He needs to be in the ring.
Yeah, he needs to fight, but he needs to fight on his terms though. He already fought on the fans' terms. Because we wanted him to be undisputed, so he took the 3-fight deal, and we know he depleted himself to maintain it at 135, so he didn't give his best performances. Still got the job done. He came back, he fought Regis, he came back and fought Ryan. The reason why he fought Ryan in that manner is because the fans kept complaining about him jabbing and grabbing, holding his style. They wanted him to be more aggressive in his style. They didn't want him working off the back foot.
I don't care what the fans want.
So I'm gonna clear it up. I'm gonna say is this. I agree with y'all. Tio is a good opportunity for Devin. But we can't forget that when Devin tried to all get the money, get Turkey to back the fight, because he was putting Devin in a position to get back in the ring, and Tio denied it because he needed a big fight to bring Devin back. He wanted a rollout. He was bringing Devin back with a rollout. So because that couldn't happen, we can't look at Devin and say he's ducking now. Now he has to. Y'all want him to get a tune. A lot of people saying he should get a tune up and then come back. So now
let me ask you a question. What you think? You think Tio fighting Devin on pay-per-view makes more money than $5 million, or you think the $5 million is more money?
A $5 million guarantee.
$5 million is flat rate. They're not getting no guarantee.
Flat rate.
I mean, that's their flat rate. They're not getting no back end money on Turkey's card. They're not even going to be the main event. I can tell you that right now. They're not even going to be the main event. But they're not getting no back end money, even if they
depending
are
on the date. Depending on the date of Devin. Money. I thought Tio was one of them guys. Him and Devin wouldn't be the main event.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you, do you think that the $5 million flat fee is more than what Devin and Tio would have made on a pay-per-view?
Well, here's the thing. You putting $5 million out there like that was what Devin was making. That's
what supposedly Turkey was offering.
That was supposedly what they was saying that they was offering
Tio. That's the only number we ever heard. That's the only number we ever heard.
Tio. We don't know what Devin was. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta understand. George Kambosos got all that money because they was putting him with the undefeated un-American champion. I'm just saying these guys is putting up this money because of Devin.
Because you don't know if there was any. You don't know if there was any more money for Devin than it was
on pay-per-view. I mean, we just seen what pay-per-views have Tio done, so I can't answer that. He ain't did no pay-per-view.
I'm asking you, do you believe that the $5 million that they would have got from Turkey would have been more than what Tio and Devin would have did in pay-per-view?
If both of them got $10 million, maybe. I mean, possibly. It'd probably be close. It might be close, neck and neck. I mean, how many pay-per-views? I think they could do a 200,000 pay-per-views, about 200 at $60 a piece, something like that. I don't think they are 80. I don't think they are $80 pay-per-view.
But the
can I say this real? Let me say this.
Let me just say one point, and then you got to BVO. The problem is outside of Ryan Garcia, there's no other fights that's gonna make him this type of money. And for some reason, I don't even want to argue the money, to be quite honest with you. But this is the argument that y'all are making: how much he's gonna make in the fight. And outside of the Teofimo Lopez fight, whether it's on with Turkey, whether it's on Top Rank, wherever it's at, that's the most amount of money outside of Ryan Garcia he's gonna make.
I'll just say this, man.
Maybe he's a fighter of Barrios.
Let me say this, man. I salute to my man Knockoff for pulling up. Salute to my man Dub. and definitely salute to the Puerto Rican Prince D Free. I think the thing that you're missing though, B3, is that at the end of the day, man, what does it matter what Devin makes? At the end of the day, he's always said he's about legacy and not money. And the fact is this: Devin done made himself some money. Everybody who got that early money with Eddie Hearn, whether it's your boy Boo Boo Andre, what's his name, Danny Jacobs, them guys got their money already. At the end of the day, man, does he want to fight Tio or not? The thing is, you just don't want to say it. Tio's a racist, but Tio probably have beat the hell out of Devin, and you don't want to. You don't want him to have You don't want him to have back-to-back losses. Just say what it is.
You crazy?
Man up and say what it is.
Devin will put hands on Tio
Because we all know Tio will take his belt off against this boring, slick black fighter. Man, he'll beat the chicken out this dude, man.
You crazy?
He'll beat the chicken out this dude.
Now you sound like the racist.
I'm gonna put it this way.
If only Devin Haney believed what the right side believed, then we might have a fight.
I'm gonna put it this way. I believe prior to what happened with the Ryan Garcia fight, I believe Devin wins against Tio. I don't know how Devin's mental is after the Ryan Garcia fight. I
agree with that. I agree with that, D Free.
Again, D Free and right side. If Devin believe like y'all believe, shit, we have a fight, homies. What y'all talking about?
And that's all we looking for is for him to.
That's all I'm saying. I want him to. In order for him to build himself, he said his value went down. If in order for you to build your value back up, you take a fight with Tio. Yeah, it might be less money than what Turkey was offering you. Back up. Your value goes back up.
Just say what it is, B3. They're scared. They've been scared of Tio for years. Man. They're scared of him.
I will say this. When Bill asked me specifically, he said, what do you respect? What do you believe in? When I said the belts, Bill did everything but say we're gonna continue and belts and legacy. When I said that, he said, well, we done did that, so we don't have to do that no more. That was more or less his answer to me. And my whole thing is this: if that's the mindset that you're gonna move with, then y'all asked out. Y'all asked out, and the reason you asked out is because of the way that fight with Ryan. Like B3 said, hold your goddamn hold the phone better if you need to. You know the left hook coming. Hold the phone better. But because the way Bill answered it, I honestly believe, and I hate to say it this way, but I'm just gonna be honest about it. I don't know how much he believed in his son. I think I believe in Devin more than Bill believed. And when we done got to this point, it's out of order, man. They out of order, and at the end of the day, Devin need to get his ass back in the damn ring. And until he does that, I can't defend this shit, man. I'm not here to defend fighters. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call a spade a spade. So even though Devin is my favorite fighter, I can't defend nothing that he doing right now. I don't approve of it. And as a true boxing fan, because I don't approve of it, we gotta call this shit out. So stop. These people making way too much damn money for us to be defending them or worrying about what they making in each fight. They making too much damn money. So get your ass back in the ring and prove that you the goods like I'm gonna argue for you for. That's it. Do that. Then I can get out here and have a goddamn foothold to stand on. I ain't got no goddamn foothold right now. That's
the problem that I had. That's the problem that I had with some of the Devin fans. They looking at the money aspect. I'm not looking at the money aspect. I'm looking at what makes Devin looks better to the casuals after what they just saw with Ryan. We understand what happened in that fight. We understand the PEDs and the overweight. We understand all that. But the casuals that ain't going that deep and finding out what happened, what was the reason why Devin looked the way he looked in that fight. We know that, but what makes him look better to the casuals is by going in there and getting another big name fighter at 140 and beating him. That's what makes him look better to the casuals.
And there's no bigger name than Teofimo Lopez.
Man, the casuals don't know no fucking
Teofimo. Hold on 1 second. This is what it is when it comes to Devin. It's just this.
If you could take
okay?
6
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you?
Absolutely.
He's not that guy, bro. He's
Hey,
not that guy, man.
hey, BBL, you know I don't mind betting. I'll put money on it with you if him and unfortunately I don't know if I'm
The
able to
casuals
do
know Tio. Why he ain't on pay-per-view?
Let me
Tio was not
address
it. Man,
popular.
that shit don't
Tio was
mean
not
Yeah,
nothing.
don't
popular.
nobody know
That
who the
shit
fuck
don't
he
mean
is.
nothing.
let me address a couple things, y'all. Number one, I need Devin Haney fans to stop blaming fight fans for the way Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia. His daddy told him to fight like that. His daddy said, "We going to kill him. I'm sending my son in there for a knockout." So when you go in there and fight stupid and get on his front foot and start exchanging left hooks with a hooker, that's on him and his daddy. That was his trainer who told him that. So quit blaming the fans. Oh, he was just trying to please the fans. No, he was trying to please his daddy, dog. So stop saying that bullshit. Number one. Now let's talk about money. Everybody keep talking about this money. $5 million is more than what he was getting off of the fight on pay-per-view through Top Rank. The problem is that when you fight on pay-per-view, you have unlimited earning potential. What if Devin and Tio sell the hell out of that fight and that fight exceeds expectations like Tank and Ryan did, and they do 400, 500,000 pay-per-views because they pop their shit and they bet on themselves and they sold their fight. So $5 million, you can't say that's more than pay-per-view because you capped off at that shit. Number one. Number two, and most importantly to me, honestly, is what people don't understand is how these Top Rank contracts work. With Top Rank, Tio ain't getting no money because Tio don't get pay-per-view from Top Rank. He gets 6 to 8%. Just ask Bud Crawford. Meaning that 55-45, that's between Top Rank and DHP. Top Rank putting up the money for the fight. Top Rank got the network deal. Top Rank gonna put together the undercard. Top Rank paying all the fighters. So why shouldn't they get a bigger split than DHP? And DHP get to keep 45% of everything. Teofimo Lopez get paid whatever Top Rank gives him. So this idea that some of y'all Devin Haney fans got, bro, that Tio is trying to be the A side over Devin Haney. No, he's not. Tio don't get shit. That's why Bud Crawford was so surprised with how much money he got with Terrence Crawford. With Earl Spence. Just go look at his leisure. Go look at his that was Earn Your Leisure. Go look at that interview and how he exposed how Top Rank contracts work. So this idea that y'all have, that the $5 million through Turkey is more money than him fighting on pay-per-view here in America, it's all cap. And furthermore, somebody wake me up when Turkey actually confirmed that he sent Teofimo Lopez an offer, because I haven't heard Turkey say that shit at all. And last I checked, every time Turkey sent one of these fighters an offer, he's very adamant about it. He's very vocal about it. But it just don't happen. Every time Bill Haney and Devin Haney claim Turkey and sent somebody an offer, Turkey don't never say that shit himself. Oh, he sent Tank Davis $20 million. Where can I go find Turkey say he sent Tank Davis $20 million? Oh, he sent Teofimo $5 million. Where can I go find him say that he sent Teofimo $5 million? But you know what? Both Devin, Bill, and Bob, they all confirmed that that goddamn pay-per-view offer was real. And at the end of the day, cost analysis. Meaning, if you turn this down, what are your alternatives? If Tio don't get the Devin Haney fight, they already got Brian Norman Jr. over there for him to move up. Top Rank got a whole stable of fighters for him. If Devin ain't fighting Tio,
who is he fighting?
What roster do DHP got? So y'all need to quit capping, cut this shit out. That man ducked. And that's why Bill is going viral right now for getting his ass cooked by yours truly. They fucking ducked that fight, bro. It ain't no way around it. That's really all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go back on mute and let y'all cook.
It's a damn shame. It's disgraceful to true fans that want to see Devin back in the ring. And I just hate I hate these arguments that as Knockout would say, my people are making. I ain't saying, hey, it is what it is. Hey, if y'all say y'all Devin fans, I ain't got no problem with it. I respect it. At the same time, I was also told I'm missing meetings out here. So I don't know I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I just want to see Dev back in the ring. And I want to see him, regardless of the money that he's making, I want to see this man continue on the course that he's been on. And hopefully the Ryan Garcia fight show you that you're getting cooked already right now. And on YouTube,
that's easy to say, bro. Everybody's saying that, but show me a guy that's never been on pay-per-view dictating terms to a pay-per-view fighter. This guy, hold on. This guy ain't Top Rank, not even a pay-per-view platform. They don't even like doing pay-per-views. So now, hold on, Doug. Everybody was sitting at home in the bubble at the crib. And they had a Hall of Famer Lomachenko fight Teofimo Lopez, and they ain't put that on pay-per-view. That's because the casuals don't know who the fuck these niggas is. These
But
niggas,
they put
nobody know.
Devin in
There's no money in this nigga Tio.
But they put Devin and Loma on pay-per-view.
Because
It ain't
because it's the dream, nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the motherfucking dream, nigga.
because he
We
the
gotta
dream,
start. We gotta
because
start
he's that
asking ourselves.
individual,
Let me
then
say
you
this
can
right
go
here.
Come on,
with that.
bro.
You can go with that piece of it.
They told me the other day. They asked, how did George Kambosos get all this money? How did? That's because they wanted to bring the dream over there, nigga.
Hold on, B3. Do me one favor. B3, sit.
talk.
B3, man, sit down with your Devin Haney t-shirt on and let the man finish, please. Just let the man finish. Go ahead, man.
Right side. Let me say this, bro. Let me say this real quick, bro. So that sounds good, and we need to really use our brains and have a conversation about Devin Haney as the A side. Because to my knowledge, I can't name one single promoter that's put him on pay-per-view that was happy with the money that they got back from putting him on pay-per-view. So is he really the A side? Because there's not a single promoter when he fought on pay-per-view.
Teofimo he is.
Hold on, stop. There's not a single promoter when he fought on ESPN pay-per-view with Lomachenko. Bob Abrams said he barely broke even. When he fought on pay-per-view for Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, Eddie Hearn was not happy with the pay-per-view performance for him and Regis. When he fought on pay-per-view with Ryan Garcia for Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya, they said that fight didn't sell either. Then you exacerbate that by all those same promoters that he went on pay-per-view with. When it came time when Devin Haney was on the free market, Devin the Dream Haney, this dude that you love. Oh, he the face of boxing. It's all because of Devin. That's why they going on pay-per-view. They all had an opportunity on the free market to bid on his fight so that they could have him back with their promotional company, back on their network. And only one of them bid on his fight, and they only bid $2.4 million. So this idea that y'all have that Devin is the cash cow, that Devin is the reason that these promoters are looking to make these big fights. All I know is that respect y'all have for him, the way that y'all viewing him, Top Rank ain't viewing him like that. Matchroom ain't viewing him like that. Golden Boy ain't viewing him like that. So I think it's time for Devin Haney fans to probably come to the realization you might not want to come to, which is if he truly want one of
Hey,
these big fights,
KO,
he
it's
might
easy to.
have to do what he did to get that Kambosos fight, because they're not valuing him the way that you valuing him. And at the end of the day, he has no other options right now other than to sit on the shelf and continue to be inactive, which
That's
is one of the.
cool. That's cool,
That's
KO.
not
Yesterday
cool.
price
That's
ain't
not
today's
cool.
price though.
Okay.
Yesterday's price, not today's price. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
You
bro.
hold on. I'm just saying you come on here criticize, but this dude done made millions off of with every one of these promoters that you just named. He done made millions off of them. They will come back around to the table. It's
You
only
just said the
one that.
key thing.
Hold
He
on.
made millions. He made
It's
millions.
only
He made
he.
millions, but they didn't make
He
nothing.
hold
So
on.
they
Hold
don't
on.
care about him making millions.
It's only one. It's only one Devin Haney. Tio
Yeah.
still need that motherfucker.
No, he don't.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Okay. We all in here talk about Devin Haney.
No, we don't.
So at the end of the day, we
They
want
got
it's
a
three.
whole.
It's at
They got
least
a whole.
it's
They
at
got a
least
whole
three
stable of
people.
fighters over there for him.
All I'm saying is the
Teofimo
Let me
people.
let me play a clip for you, B3. I don't think you've seen this clip. Let me play this clip.
So, I'm gonna keep this real short and sweet with y'all boys out there. I see y'all trying to make noise or whatever, and everybody trying to keep me out the loop. So I just want to be known. I've been quiet for too long. I understand. I'm slipping on my pimping. But now it's time to snap back right and get back right. You feel me? So, 2025 is my year. I got me a whole hit list marked down. I can see the target. But I'm starting off with that boy Boots out there in Philly. I'm finna go ahead and get that done with. I gotta make that happen before he move up to 154. After that, I see T.O. Hill playing games. He'll think about going up to 147. If you think about doing it, I'm right here. If you want to fight at 140, we both WBO. I can cut down to 140 with you. Trust me, it's not a problem at all. And that's also for all the other 140-pound champions. Anybody can get it for real. I just want to let that be known. Like I said, I've been quiet for too long. That's my mistake. But I'm tightening up, and now it's time to take over this whole boxing game. You dig?
Leave your whole basket.
And we heard his father say the same thing. Why don't y'all go fight Brian Norman and shut up?
All
Exactly, man.
I know is Top Rank has more people for T.O. to fight than DHP has. for Devin to fight. When you independent in the game, bro, and you have to depend on other people to put up money for you, your options are gonna be less. The way that you have to get fights is you have to be a huge cash cow like a Canelo Alvarez who can go to any network and they're gonna bend over for him and they're gonna roll out the red carpet, or you have to be someone that's willing to maybe bet on yourself and take a less deal. Right now, Devin is trying to act like he's worth all of this money, and the market is telling him, like, nah, bro, we're not paying you that. Eddie Hearn told him, nah, bro, I'm not paying you that. As a matter of fact, I'm not even giving you fucking tickets to the fight. I'll get him over to Conor Ben.
Hey,
Golden Boy is telling
blame
him,
Floyd. It's the green print. They need
no,
Devin.
no,
Blame
they don't,
Floyd. It's the
because
green
no,
print.
no, they don't,
Tio,
bro.
hold on. At
No,
the
they
end of the
don't,
day,
bro.
Tio
No,
still
they
gonna be
don't.
pissed
You
off.
sound crazy,
Tio gonna
dog.
be pissed off, crying about his contract, crying about what he getting paid without Devin Haney. Let's keep it a stack.
And Devin is gonna be turning down deals and blaming promoters and
Listen,
not
they
getting no
need
fights.
Devin. Devin
No,
don't
they
need
don't.
Tio, bro.
No,
Come
they
on,
don't,
you
bro.
know that.
They don't need Devin, dog. They don't need
Tio
Devin.
needs Devin, bro.
Tio can fight a
He can't get
147-pound
Crawford.
champion
He
right
can't
now.
get Tank. He gonna fight Norman Jr. or
Yeah,
Hitchens. They're behind Devin.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
And who Devin gonna fight?
Devin can fight whoever he wanna fight. Devin can fight Blair Cobbs. Devin can fight fucking Barrios. Devin can fight AB. Devin can fight Ryan. Devin can fight Tank. Devin can fight whoever.
You clearly just talking, bro.
Bro, I'm just,
You
let's
think
keep it.
you
Let's
think
keep it
you think
tall.
he can get the Barrios fight over at PBC with Barrios coming off of a draw with Abel Ramos? Who are you talking to, bro? Who do you think you're
I
talking
mean,
to,
yeah,
bro?
I know PBC got an island Tank on it. I know they got an island. I mean,
So then why would you say some dumb shit like that, bro?
because didn't Barrios just fight on the Jake Paul card?
Like,
So maybe Devin can get with Jake and get the Barrios fight. Think outside the box.
Barrios fought aging, past his prime Abel Ramos on that card. They're not finna take a risk if Barrios losing to
Let
motherfucking Devin Haney,
BVO
bro.
tell it. Devin is damaged goods.
I don't care what BVO says, bro. He has his opinion.
Don't
I have
Tio want
mine.
to use
He
Devin
tripping.
name? Don't Tio and Top Rank feel like they gonna just beat up Devin? Don't they feel like they just gonna beat him up? So why won't Barrios think they just gonna beat him up? Why wouldn't they use his name? Come on, bro. He's these dudes is prize fighters. Devin is gonna take the highest prize.
You
He's not
can't
gonna
claim
fight
that
Tio.
Teofimo is
He's not
losing
gonna fuck
Devin's
around
name
with
when he's
Tio.
offering him a fight,
He's
bro.
not fucking around with Top Rank trying to get him more options, doing 3-4 year deals and trying to extend him out. He wants to so that way when he can't fight Tank or he tied up in a contract and can't fight Ryan, then the people will have some shit to say. He wants
Why
one
don't he
fight
do? Why
deal.
don't he
He
do? Why
wants
don't he
one
do
or
what he
two
said he would do?
fights.
That's all he was offered, bro. You sound crazy. That's what he was offered. They didn't offer him a multiple fight deal for Tio. They offered him one fight. What are you
Tio ain't
talking
no
about, bro?
fucking A-side. How many times we gotta go over this shit?
Okay. Okay,
The
bro.
fuck is niggas talking about? He ain't no fucking A-side over Devin Haney.
Do
The
you know how
fuck?
do you know how
When
do,
the fuck did Tio become an A-side over Devin?
do you know how contracts work, bro? In boxing, have you ever looked at one? Have you ever done it? Like, do you know, bro? Like, cause I need to find out if you qualified to have this conversation or not, bro.
Nah, you a jerk, man.
Like, for real, bro. This shit is getting crazy. Like,
Well, I don't. I mean, I'm really not trying. I haven't wrote a boxing contract. I've seen a couple of them, but I just tell you this. 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 I'm not believing no crackers. I'm not believing motherfuckers just because they come out and say Devin Duck and everybody want to run with that shit now. But
Neither would I.
When Devin and
Neither would
Bill
I, bro.
said, hold on. When Devin and Bill said that they had Tio on the line, he was gonna fight fucking Pierce O'Leary on the fucking Bivol Better Be card in October, and then Tio in February. When that deal was on the line, no, you know what I'm saying? We just got amnesia. But
Nobody
now
confirmed that, bro. Nobody confirmed that, fam.
because Devin, we don't know what the fuck Top Rank trying to do.
I hear you,
Why
but no
wasn't Tio ready back then?
I hear you, fam. But here's the thing, dog. That stuff you talking about with Devin and them, no one confirmed that other than Devin and Bill. But with this situation with Tio right now, both Devin's side and Bill's side have confirmed that there was an offer there. So we can go off of that. What I'm telling you is you can't keep saying that Tio is not the A side over Devin when it's not about that. It's about, are you really a boss like you say, or are you just a worker like you say? Because bosses get paid based on how they perform. And at the end of the day, Tio is not the one that would be getting the 55%. That would be Top Rank getting the 55%, and Tio would only get 6% out of their 55. Devin will get way more money than Tio because he has DHP. Teofimo is just a fighter that Top Rank has that they're throwing out to
And you
Devin
telling me
as
that's
VIP.
and that's the overall gross of the fight? So all the overall gross, they will get 45%.
They will get 45% of the
And I'm
gate,
telling you, nobody
45% of the
know this
pay-per-view.
fucking nigga T.O. He's a fucking clown, B. I'm trying to tell you, he's a fucking joke. You don't fucking understand. He not doing no tickets. He not doing no pay-per-views.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. Like I know this for a fact. I do know from someone close to the thing that Canelo did offer Bob to pay him some of the money back, but Bob has made it clear he wants all that money back. So Tio probably won't even be fighting anytime soon. So it's all for naught because we know that Canelo is planning to make Tio his first fighter on Canelo Promotions, but Tio took that money from Top Rank, and at the end of the day, Bob has made it clear he wants every dollar back. So I don't know what Tio's gonna do, to be honest with you.
Bro,
But
he don't want to, bro, nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Bob,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bob is about to
Nobody
put
knows this
T.O.
nigga.
Bob is about to put T.O. in a fight. That's why they put that offer on the deal for Devin. They already came to an agreement. T.O.'s not getting out of his contract. That's why Bob is trying to put a fight together for T.O. now. They already came to
okay, because my guy was
He's
basically
begging
saying
Devin to come to the table.
no, because my guy was basically saying that at one point Tio was trying to sign directly to Canelo.
Yeah, he
And I
was,
guess
but Bob wasn't letting them out the deal, so they didn't already came to an agreement. That's why the deal for Devin is on the table now.
oh,
That's why
okay.
the
Well,
deal
I
for
got to make
Devin
a
is on
call
the
then
table.
because I
Because
thought Canelo offered to pay half that money.
At the time, what B3 is talking about, where quote unquote Turkey supposedly had offered Devin the fight for Arthur on the pay-per-view with Arthur Beterbiev or whatever.
Yeah.
At that time, Tio was going through the litigations with Top Rank. He couldn't fight anybody. Because Top Rank wasn't making no deals with him because they was going through their legal battle. Now they came to an agreement. Tio ain't going nowhere. Bob got a deal on the table for Devin with Tio.
Oh, okay, so that Canelo thing's over with then. Okay, I got you. But
Bro,
let me
this what Tio need to do. Tio need to go the 1 foot, like fight Brian Norman like he was talking about. Do something with his WBO. Unify his WBO against Hitchens. Do that. Prove, you know what I'm saying? Prove that he just fought Steve Claggett, bro. Come on, man. This dude, he's not doing nothing.
No,
He's not doing nothing. He's not. Come on,
you
bro.
missing a bigger picture. You just looking at the Tio
I'm just
factor.
telling you. I'm just telling you. He not dictating no fucking
Okay,
terms.
but
He's not the A side.
I don't care nothing about him being the A side or none of that. I don't care nothing about the money, period. What I told you from the jump is to build up Devin Haney's value again.
value,
Is to
yeah.
build up his value again. I don't care nothing about T.O. A side. I don't care nothing about Devin A side. I don't care about the $5 million. I don't care about none of that shit. It's about bringing up Devin's value again. And the only way to bring up his value is to fight another big name and go in there and win. Or at
See,
least
this the
go in there and
problem,
look
man. This
good.
the problem with niggas, man. The niggas always cut these jigs. They always cut these motherfuckers so much slack. These niggas just said Ryan beat the pancake mix out of Devin, and we gonna let this nigga Ryan walk around get a pass, man. Put that bitch in the ring. Make him be the one. Tio ain't
No,
did shit.
do you
Tio ain't did shit.
think Ryan is going to get in the ring with Devin now that Devin is suing him? Ryan like, man, no, I'm not getting in the ring with you. You
Man, if he
suing
would
me,
have
I'm not
got in
getting
the
in the ring.
ring, they wouldn't have got sued.
No,
How about he do 6 months? How about he signing for VADA
no,
testing
it doesn't matter if
and agree to the rematch?
you can't force nobody in the ring. They didn't have a rematch clause, so
Exactly. You can't force nobody in the ring, but y'all gonna call Devin the duck because Bob is trying
no,
to pull one over and get Devin in the
no.
ring. Nah,
What I'm
they need
what I'm
Devin.
saying is it is a duck. It is a duck. It's an
Nah,
offer on
because
the table.
after Devin whipped, hold on.
I
After Devin whipped to your ass, Devin gonna have to fight Brian Norman. I mean, that's just how it
Devin don't have
goes.
to.
That's just how it
D3,
goes, baby.
D3,
That's just how it
D3.
goes.
Hey,
Hold on,
B3, B3, B3. Where you from, bro? Where you from? Respectfully.
Bro, I'm from DC, bro.
That
All
nigga from
right, look.
Baltimore. He ain't from no damn DC. He from Baltimore. He ain't from no damn DC.
That nigga from Maryland, man. That nigga ain't from no
he from
DC.
Baltimore.
Bro,
He
I'm
ain't from
from
no
Maryland.
CTE.
I'm from Maryland. I'm from DC.
No, you
I'm
from
from
Maryland, man.
VA. I'm
He
from
ain't from no
Carolina,
DC.
man. I'm from all over,
He
man.
ain't talking like
Hey,
no
look,
DC nigga.
I'm from
listen.
all over,
B3.
man.
Hey,
He ain't
B3.
talking like no DC
I'm
nigga.
from Georgia, right? I'm from
I'm
Georgia.
off the gas. Am I turned up enough?
No, I'm from Georgia, man. But I'm finna talk to you like these Philly niggas talk, man. You hear it in me? I'm finna talk to you like they talk to you, man. The boy, man. The boy ain't got nothing else he can do without fighting any big names. He not gonna make money like that. You feel me? And so because he not gonna make money like that, the man need to go ahead and even if, regardless of how that fight is made, he need to make that fight happen. He need to go in there and get in the ring and put hands on Tio, right? And then even if they want him to fight a Brian Norman Jr., who else he gonna fight? The man ain't got fights like that right now lined up. He ain't got fights like that lined up. And because he ain't got fights like that lined up, then he need to go ahead, make the first fight with Tio. And even if, hell, I ain't got no problem with him fighting Brian Norman Jr. I ain't got no problem with him fighting, and I don't think he'll get the fight, but Mario Barrios, I ain't got no problem with none of them. All I'm saying is if with the argument that you're making about the amount of money and the A side, B side, all that type of conversation, that shit it ain't gonna happen with no other fighter. He not gonna be making money like that. And I don't want to see this nigga in the ring with bum ass niggas, man.
I'm in full agreement with you, Dub. I just gotta say this is that when Devin Haney is coming back to the ring, he gotta be treated at a certain level based on what he's done. He don't get regressed. I think that people are trying to regress him too much based on his accomplishments. If an all-time great that beat Lomachenko, that been undisputed and been all around the world, we've been watching the nigga, we all talk about the nigga, and he come back, he come off pay-per-view, they did 350,000 pay-per-views, and then we gonna put him in. Of course he need a big name, but at the end of the day, he gotta keep himself in a position.
So what you prefer to
So
see?
this is what I'm saying. The argument was this that they didn't want to set precedent by overpaying Brian Norman because then Staniona's gonna want to get overpaid. And then Obario's gonna want to get overpaid. So when Devin's setting precedent, of course he's the B-side to Ryan, but Tio ain't done shit. Tio ain't go to Australia. He got his ass whooped by George. So all I'm telling y'all is this. If anything is getting put on the table, for one, Devin's name is going to be first. Devin is that nigga. Now, y'all are saying just get in the ring. I get that. But when you get in the ring, for one, he's in litigation. He can't take a low money thing or it might fuck his shit up. But also, he's not going to get in the ring at a low money thing because he's not setting that precedent that this is what it is. It can't be that. That's all I'm telling y'all.
So if nobody is willing to pay these dollars and these monies that y'all are talking about right now, if nobody's willing to pay that, the man should just sit out and not fight no more. That's what you're saying.
Hold on 1 second. B3. Shout out to B3. I got a little sick baby. I gotta go grab her. So it's my turn. So shout out to my man Dub Right Side. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Prince. And shout out to B3, Devin Haney Spit Bucket, man. I did not know they was close like that, man. And on that note, it's your boy B.
I had to cook up for your ass, BVO. Shout out to BVO, man. I had to turn it up, man. Hey, shout out to KO. I ain't mean no disrespect. I hope I ain't come off disrespectful, man. I know I was cussing a little bit.
He ain't gonna take it personal, man. It's all good.
Hey, man. Tevin Campbell is cool. Shout out to my man Knockout, aka Tevin Campbell. He all good, man. Ain't no big deal.
Hey, BVO, I gotta ask you one question real quick before you jump off. I gotta ask you one question.
What's that?
Was this the raw was this the raw right side? Was this the raw one?
This the right side I like. I like this right side way better. This is the right side I like. You see, I ain't saying about the cussing. This the right side I like. This the right side I got to come to the show more. Cause you and B3, man, I'll give you this, man. You made some good points, but I tell you this was a good show, man. I mean, of course, my man Puerto Rican Prince did his thing, but B3, you showed out. Same thing with my man Dub, and you already know.
B3, man. Hey, and B3, I got a lot of respect for you, man. Because you stand on your square. I got a lot of respect for you. I think after this whole saga ends up getting completed, then me and you, we probably gonna be arguing on the same side. But we got to see what happened, and hey, we got to call a spade at the same time. We got to do both.
And y'all got to stay away from T.O. And on that note, it's your boy BVO Boxing. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting